Yo, what's up? How's everybody doing? Forza Milan. Forza Milan. We got
Yo,
Lart. What's up, Lart?
Forza Milan, guys, all good.
All
Happy
good.
place in the Milan universe for the next
Nice.
2 weeks, and that's it. After
Nice.
that, we're gonna kill each other again.
Yeah, the market is coming. We got Antonio. What's up, Antonio?
Yo, guys, speaking of the market, got
Hey,
some more news today, but
Oh,
you
okay.
wanna
kind of
see blood, Antonio? You wanna see blood? I know.
Red
Nice,
Bird is
nice.
coming.
Red Bird, guys. We got. Let me introduce. We got Saif in the house. What's up, Saif?
Cialanoglu, figlio di you
Figlio
know
di
what.
puttana, Cialanoglu, figlio di puttana.
Why didn't you say it, Saif?
He's
Nah, it's
scared.
just way too disrespectful. Fuck it, figlio di puttana, I don't care.
No, don't say it. Don't
Oh,
say that.
finally,
Safe, don't say
fucking
that. Be a good person.
say it,
Don't say that.
say
And we got Nathan in the
it.
house. What's up, Nathan? How you doing?
What's up, guys? I'm doing good.
Nice, nice, nice. All right, guys. So today we're going to do the live tier maker for the players that played this season. Okay. So it's going to be a democracy. Okay. So whoever gets the most votes wins. Now the lowest category I put is champion because nobody deserves anything less since everybody in this tier maker had a slice of the pie. They played their part. But you can talk all the crap you want about anyone you want as much as you want. Okay? So those are the rules. We have 4 categories. Champion being the lowest, Great being the second, Epic being the third, and Legend being the number 1. Okay? So, before we start, anything you guys want to say? Anything you guys want to add?
Fuck Inter Milan.
Cialanoglu, figlio di puttana. Cialanoglu, figlio di puttana.
Nice, nice. I like that. Anybody else?
I feel like I don't want to sidetrack this the stream with like all the chat's points, but so we should probably just get started.
All right, okay. Safe, Nathan. You guys have anything you want to say before you get started?
No, I'm just ready to go. I saw the first player and I'm ready to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Bakayoko is the first player. I know Safe is ready to go.
I ain't got nothing to say. Go ahead.
All right. Let's get started. But first of all, what's up, chat? How's everybody doing in chat? Like the page, guys. Like the stream. Okay, let's get started. Let's get started right away. So first player we're going to be looking at. These are all placed randomly. First one is going to be Bakayoko. All right. I don't want to go first. Someone else go first. Who wants to go first? Take
Let,
the
let,
lead.
me- let,
You go
Say
let,
it.
let
first
me
with
go first.
Bakayoko.
I mean, I literally, literally sometimes you don't know what to say about the player. Like, I think the most useless signing of the whole summer. Whenever he came on the field, he looked so confused. He didn't know what to do. He was more concerned about having haircuts than actually making us a good pass on the field. If there was a category, uh, if I could make a category useless, trash, I don't know, to put Bakayoko in, I would put him, to be honest.
All right.
But
Okay, so
champion,
so
I guess it's champion.
he was useless for you. He was useless this summer,
Yeah,
right?
less than useless. Yeah.
And guys in chat, you guys give your opinion too. Let me know what you guys think about Bakayoko. What about you, Lyot? What was your impression of Bakayoko this season?
Uh, I guess Saif is right, man. He shows to be useless this season. So, I mean, yeah, an extra body in the pitch when you need it, but nothing more. I think it's not even his fault. It's just, I don't know. I guess it takes time to integrate to this team. But yeah, I
Yeah,
would say useless.
a
And
useless champion, a useless
I use
champion.
it.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, he was good on the celebration part, but not in the pitch.
all right, nice guys. We got Anwar in the house too. What's up, Anwar?
What's up, guys? How are you?
Nice, good. Should we add that category, useless champion?
No,
No,
no, no.
no. Let's not do that. Let's not do
Ole. I'm still celebrating, guys. Like I'm
that.
watching.
You should, dude. You should celebrate for
Bro.
until the next end of next season.
I'm rewatching the celebration of the Scudetto every day. Like this is what I've been doing every day since
Me
we
too.
won. Honestly, like I don't know how it comes to that. Whenever I click on YouTube, I see the video, I just click on it again.
Yeah, I've been watching that stuff too. All right, let's go in order. Antonio, what about you, Bakayoko?
I mean, it's hard to. So when I first I saw his picture, I was thinking, well, there's only one of two categories and maximum you could put him in right now, and it's because the word "great" is such a positive word. It's hard to put him in the great category, but I guess I'd have to see like what other players go in the great category because he did play a couple of games, but not really too many games. So I mean, I don't really have a problem with him. He wasn't that good necessarily, but he wasn't absolutely terrible. I think. I mean, yeah, he had some poor passes, but he was there as an option on the bench, and he got into some games. But yeah, I guess champion would be the best category for him.
All right, Anwar.
Bakayoko champion didn't add much. Didn't really do any problems. Um,
Yeah.
for sure, there's gonna be a player who's not gonna be used a lot in every team. I think he has been that player.
Yeah, so a champion, huh? Just a player that was there, added
Yeah, but
numbers.
I'm happy he's a champion.
I will.
What about
I will say one thing.
Bakayoko back then. I mean, I used to.
Roy, can I
There's
make
one
a
thing.
suggestion for a category?
what? Which one is it?
Bakayoko.
Instead of no, it's not gonna be anything mean. Can we put a category under champion and just put it as professional? Because all the
Huh?
guys who didn't play were shit were very professional in the
But
dressing
this
room
are
and not
champions,
causing
you know,
problems.
Nathan.
Let's just leave it at champions. It's the same thing. It's
I
the same
think there
thing.
should be a category of players who didn't play at all, though, who barely.
I
Because
think it should be above champion though.
I think all the players that are here are players that played on in this list. All the
Okay,
players
so
that are
wait,
here.
is
are played.
Lazetic there?
No, Lazetic is not there,
Okay.
and Mirante is not there. Anyway, let's keep on going. Nathan, what about you?
I mean, yeah, he was just a professional person, but a useless signing.
Yeah, and safe.
I already said
Oh, you already did.
about Bakayoko. Yeah.
Well, I agree with you guys. Like, you know what? He didn't destroy the locker room, so
Exactly.
he was professional. I agree with what Nathan said, and he did mess up a little bit here and there, but he wasn't anything else but just a professional. Okay, let's
Wait,
move on. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
could just add one last thing about Bakayoko.
Yeah.
I think he's better than what he showed, and if he had maybe gotten more consistent minutes, he maybe could have done a bit better. But and I will say this, and I don't want to start like controversy, but I think Yasin Adli, another like central midfielder, I think Bakayoko over a long-term season, like if he stayed with us next year, would perform better immediately than Yasin Adli just because of his more development. But
All right.
I
Good.
agree. I
Good
agree.
question.
I will say
Good.
I will say
agree.
that.
That's a good question for
I
you
agree
guys
with
for
you.
the panel here. Would
I
you
think-
guys keep Bakayoko?
Yeah, I think he's been out of for
No,
for
because
2 years
we got
now.
Pobega. Pobega's coming back.
But why would you keep them? What's the point of keeping Pobega
The
then?
point of Bakayoko, if he plays more, if he gets back to his form, he's sure a good midfielder. We can all agree on that. Because we've seen
Yeah,
a good
yes.
Bakayoko version of what he can achieve in the field.
Yes,
Now,
but
I
in
think
the
we don't
Oh, sorry,
have the time to wait for him to get back to his form. That's been his problem
Yeah.
this season. We have ready to go players who are in form, delivering great matches like Tonali, then Nasser, even Krunic, man. And I think that was the
Very
sacrifice
true.
of Pioli. He was like, I can't play you and wait for you for 2 weeks, 3 weeks until you actually start doing better.
Got you. Okay, so anybody else here? Last words on Bakayoko, then let's move on. Would you guys keep him? Anybody? Larit? Antonio? Yes? No?
I don't want to
Oh,
keep him,
no.
and we wasted 10 minutes talking about Bakayoko. Seriously, guys.
There you go. There you go. We
Jeez.
wasted too much time talking on a player that never played.
Well, but he
Yeah.
used to be a good kid back with
Yeah,
Gattuso.
I gotta say the best moment of Bakayoko this season was his celebration. Like that was
Exactly.
the best moment. All right, let's move on to another player that hasn't seen many minutes, Balo Toure. I'll go first. Balo Toure, a player that to me is not Milan material, but a player that did not destroy the locker room. He was there, always helping. So a professional champion for me, Balo Toure, but not Milan material. What about you guys, Laird?
Same.
Same.
Yeah.
I will say, I actually sent you guys a post. I don't know if you saw this on
Same.
Instagram, but this man won the Africa Cup of Nations and the Scudetto in the same season. Isn't that crazy?
Without playing.
And I
Damn.
guess to
Ballon
give
d'Or
respect,
material right there.
Because
yeah,
he
to
doesn't
brief,
start for Senegal as well.
it's like a Jorginho winning the
Roy, does
Ballon
that does
d'Or.
that make does that make him better than a bum, Roy?
No, for his level, he did pretty well.
Bro,
Being
Milan
being
won
alive
Scudetto.
during a competition, that was
Yeah,
he
I
got
will say
even
this.
injured without playing. By the way,
I will
Yeah.
say that if Bakayoko is in champion
are
and
we still talking about
that's the lowest
Bakayoko?
category, no, I'm trying to pair him. I think he's a good match with Bakayoko's like minutes and performances. Even
See,
he did that one tackle against Inter when he caused the penalty was very poor. But I do think at times he worked very hard and he's very fast and he wasn't that bad in some of the games that he played, I thought.
Yeah, no, he did his
see,
job.
Roy, this is why I said professional. Make a professional category.
Well, professional champion. I'll keep it. It's the same. We'll keep it the same. Safe. Same opinion.
No, it's the same. He was professional, but he was very bad
Yeah.
for us.
And one more question about Balotelli, then I'll move on. You guys can give me a quick yes or no. Would you keep Balotelli for next season?
No.
No,
I
probably look
don't think we're
for
going to invest in
better
another
left
backup
back.
left back, but if we can, then I would rather invest in another like young left back that can
Yeah,
develop.
same opinion actually.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
same.
Okay. All right. So
By the
two.
way, Balotelli is from Senegal, guys, not Ivory Coast.
Yeah, I said Senegal,
So
but he's
Paul.
actually from France. He was
Yeah,
born
yeah,
and raised
not.
in
I didn't
France.
say you did, but some of the people
Yeah,
in the chat are saying that. Yeah.
Locker room merchant, your Revic says. Okay, but both these players, we started with both players that all of us are happy. Well, not to see them go, but they're not players that we are very excited about. Let's go to this one here. A lot to talk about this one probably. Ben Asser. Ben Asser.
Mm,
Anwar, you go first.
I think he had a first half of the season where he wasn't the Benacer we know. I think second half of the season probably best midfielder with Ronaldo.
Oh, really? Wow.
I think he showed up in big games in the second half of the season. And one thing that I liked is that he was really sad and depressed about Algeria not going to the World Cup.
Mm.
For you to understand that, it means for Africa to go to World Cup, it's a big thing, you know.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And
Yeah.
Algeria has been missing out now 2 years with this generation that plays really good football.
Wow. That's crazy.
So exactly, so it felt like a big thing missing out for his season. I love the fact that when he came back to Milan, the first thing Pioli did was put him back on the field. Like just get him back to play soccer. Don't think too much. Play soccer. That's what you do best. And he just took off then. And I think before the last like probably 6 games, I would say he was one of the best players in Milan. So I would put him in epic.
Epic. A lot of people in chat are saying epic too. Laird.
Uh, yeah, epic. His goal against Cagliari was really important.
Crucial goal.
Yeah.
It was a 1-0 that helped us to stay alive on those group of games we had
And
that
also
with those
against
small
Bologna,
teams.
remember Laird? We were losing, I think, 2-1, and he scored 3-2, then Ibra scored the 4.
Yeah.
Okay, Antonio.
I think when Benacer is healthy and he plays consistent games, he's one of the best tackling players we have. He's one of the best midfielders we have. And when he had those stretches this season, he was unbelievable. And then but he missed a lot of time, so that kind of limits him every year, I think. But I think if you're judging on his performances when he was there, he should be put in the epic category. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying.
Safe. I think we're all gonna agree here.
Yeah, I think he's epic. When like even when he has bad games, you still can feel his influence. He can still pop out with a goal or a crazy pass. That's the beautiful thing about him.
Yeah, we lost Nathan. We'll see if he comes back. But everybody in chat has been saying epic. I agree with everything you guys said. I epic too. I have a question for you guys. Again, quick answer. He's a potential legend, right? So maybe he underachieved a little bit this season because he could be in that legend status. What do you guys think?
Well, hold on, liar. Who's in that picture with Chalanoglu?
Bakayoko. So I
Ah,
will throw him away from the champion.
okay.
What?
I love it because he was singing Cialanoglu figlio di puttana. So I love that. Look at this tweet, man. I don't know if you can read it. Bakayoko is drinking champagne and the tweet says, "My favorite Muslim is of the team is Bakayoko because he's drinking alcohol during the celebration."
Oh no! Damn. Who
He
said that?
forgot. He forgot.
Who
It
wrote that?
was someone on Twitter.
Ah,
Someone
okay,
on Twitter.
random guy on Twitter.
A
But
random
okay,
guy.
so quick answer, guys. Do you think he should have been a legend? He has the possibility of being a legend. He has the skill of being a
Yeah.
legend.
If
Of
his
course, yeah,
first part of
yes.
the season was as good as his second half, then yeah, probably hasn't.
Got you, got you. Okay, this one here is Larry's favorite one. Diaz. Brahim Diaz, guys. Where do we put Brahim Diaz? I'm sure we're going to have a lot of disagreements on this one.
Live to can start. Live to can start.
Larry, you
For
go.
me, he was great. He did the job, as I always said. He played well most of the games. Some of the game played really well, especially the first half of the season. The second half of the season, he was playing well, doing the job, as I always say, and he was really important in the derby because that was the game that
Mm,
completely changed the season.
good
He
point.
came in the last 20 minutes and he changed the game. Him and Messias together at that time. So we were losing 1-0. Messias and Diaz come in and the game changes. So
Mm,
great, epic. I don't know because he's been inconsistent,
yeah.
but great for sure.
Okay. All right. I agree with a lot of what you said. Antonio.
I'm happy you came to me. I'm happy you came to me after Lyre. I'm pretty. As soon as I saw Diaz, I knew that instantly. What I'm going to say, I'm putting him in the champion category, and I have
Ooh.
a reason for this. I
Okay.
think that if you look at the amount of minutes he was given as and the role of a starting, cam, that he had all the opportunities to, really to grow and to perform better. But he started off very strong. And I will say this before I go on, he definitely has the skill and the potential to be an epic player at least, I think.
Mm,
But if we're judging off of this season, he was like throughout the season he just was more and more disappointing for me, and in the end we had to start Krunic over him at cam. And I'm not
ooh.
trying to diss Krunic, but I'm like, if we're gonna judge Balotore and Bakayoko off of the small minutes that they had, then we should be just as critical on some people who get a lot of minutes like Brahim Diaz. And I think he did not really perform to the standards that we need. And at times he turned the ball over a lot, and he was one of the reasons why our attack was very broken at times in the final third. Although yes, against Inter he played very well. I do agree with that.
Antonio here's convincing me. Anwar.
Well, I agree with Laird more. I always said this: Diaz never had a proper season until this season. So this is his first season as a starter in any team.
Mm,
Um, from the perspective of Real Madrid, this is how they're gonna look at it. He played only 10 games or 6 games with Madrid. Then he go to Milan, stays there for 2 years, and he wins a Scudetto, with all his goals being crucials or goal contributions being crucial. The
mm.
Inter goal, the first 3 games I remember, the Venezia,
Yeah, yeah.
Spezia,
He had a great
the
start.
first game. We won because of Diaz. We didn't win because of Leao.
True.
People need to remember that.
Yeah.
And I think he was crucial almost at that beginning of the season. Then I agree with Larry again. He's been very inconsistent. That's very normal.
Mm,
I think the fact that this is his first season. I can't recall many cams that start with like 30 goals contribution in their first season in a big team.
Right.
Very rarely you're going to see that. Probably only Leo Messi or Mbappe or players like that. So
Yeah.
for Diaz to have this season and win a Scudetto, I think it's great for his age, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go next and then we'll finish with Saif. I agree, great, because those first games, those points are important. Those points helped us win the Scudetto. And those points, and also what Larry said about the Inter, I think he could have been epic. I don't think he could have potentially been legend, but I'll go with great. Safe.
I have a question
Um,
first, Saif, if you mind, for
yeah,
Jamal
sure,
on
sure.
the chat. Because he's saying I'm saying this because he's Moroccan. That's not true. I gave proper points
Wait, he's
to defend
Spanish,
the
no?
his Spanish
He's
Moroccan.
originally Moroccan.
But remember the first games, bro. Who scored? Who got us the goals?
Yeah,
We were drawing those games. We scored in the last minutes on those games, and it was Diaz.
yeah. The first games, guys. Those points are points that helped us win the Scudetto, so we can't deny that. That's a fact. That's a fact that
Oh,
we
come
cannot
on.
deny. Safe. Go ahead.
I don't know, that bias thing is ridiculous, whoever wrote it. But the thing about Diaz, like logically even, you can't put someone like Bakayoko and Balotore as champion and then put Diaz with them, you know? Because
Exactly. With the goal
the difference,
contributions he has.
yeah, the difference is so big. Like even the game against Atletico guys in the Champions League, in both legs, Diaz provided the assist for Leao, and in the other game, Diaz was probably the best player on the pitch, even if Kessie was great and Macias did the assist. But also when he has been bad most of the season, he has been really bad. Like
Mhm.
some games he couldn't even control the ball. You
That's
know
true.
that's how bad. But I think great is fair. Champion is ridiculous because he's been better than that, but
But think
Okay.
he's
about
not
it
been
as
epic.
well, say, for a first season as a starter. Do you think that's a great season for
Uh,
any player who plays a camp? If you start, this is your first season starting playing every week almost.
but honestly, I said this on the group. I think he's great as a sub impact player. I don't think he's a starting. He's the best for a starting position. I think off the bench, like how he did with Inter, I think that's the best scenario for him, and he's good for that. To be honest, don't have complaints.
Got you. I think we all agree here, except for Antonio. I think, but we all
That's
agree great.
true. I remember the celebration. Sorry, Rory.
Yeah, so great for Diaz. He had in this tier, we'll give him a great. Okay, we can move on from Diaz. Looking forward to see more of Diaz next year. What about our Capitano Calabria? Calabria, Laird, you go first. Tell us what you think about Calabria.
I think he had an epic season. It could have been great. I think, sorry, legend if he didn't have that injuries, because I think he had a lot of injuries in the beginning of the season. So it kind of stopped him for getting the best form he could have got. So Epic is good because he's always fighting for the shirt. He's always fighting for the team. Is as you say, it doesn't bring problems in the locker room. It doesn't bring problems if Florenzi plays, if Kalulu plays in his position. So, and he scored some important goals as well. He scored against Atalanta on the first time we played against them, straight away after 2-3 minutes. So, and generates the second goal of Giroud at the
Yeah,
derby as well. So it gives a lot. Epic
yeah.
is more than enough.
I'll go next. Yeah, I agree. Epic. I think he is potentially legend, but this season, especially after that injury he had, he came back. He did not perform like the first half of the season, where he was on his way to being a legend. So I agree with you. Epic from the Capitano. What about Antonio?
So when I saw Calabria, I was thinking now I'm kind of conflicted because we put Diaz in the great category. I'm gonna be honest. I first wanted to put Calabria in the great category, and I will explain. I think Calabria is hands down last season, especially easily an epic player, maybe even legendary. I don't think he's world class potential. Like he's a very good right back, but I don't think he has that world class. But I wouldn't really trade him for anyone because I know defensively contributes and he fights for the team and he is loyal to Milan. So I don't want to replace him. So I love him. He's fantastic. This season though, I was thinking putting him in the great category because of the games he missed and when he first came back and at times in the season defensively, he was a little bit of a liability at times. I noticed last season he was a bit more solid, but he did score some big goals, so I'm totally fine with putting him in Epic. But my first instinct was great, but he was much better than Brahim Diaz this season. So
Yeah.
I don't mind putting him above Diaz.
We have some people that disagree with us in the chat, but it's fine. Everybody is allowed to have their opinions. Anwar, go ahead.
I agree with you, Leroy, mostly. I think he's been epic. I think last season he was better, but even this season, I think he showed up in crucial goals as well, crucial assists. Defensively, it's been solid. I haven't seen him doing really any mistakes, that big of a mistake. And I love it. I love the fact that our kid from the youth academy is Calabria, and he's the captain of the Scudetto winning team. So yeah, I'll give him epic.
All right. What about you, Saif?
I think if there's a category between epic and great, I think he would have been perfect for that. I think last season he was a legend, but I'm gonna give him epic because he has been great at most times, but also some games, like if you guys remember the game against Atalanta, especially in the first half, he was so bad. He wasn't even making any correct
Oh,
pass.
yeah, that
But
was his worst game for sure, yeah.
the thing with Calabria, against pacey, skilled wingers, he struggles a lot. Like Luis Diaz, if you remember, Perisic in the derby, he struggled. But I think he'll get better. I think he will improve, and I think epic is good for him.
Okay, so most of us say epic. Antonio says great, so
I will
epic
say this.
wins.
I will say
Yeah.
this on that point. I did say if I agree, and I did notice that in the Champions League against obviously it's against Liverpool and some teams against very fast and high quality wingers in Europe when the game is more open. I could see him being a defensive liability more often than not. So hopefully
Yeah.
he can improve. But at the same time, before he was injured more often last season, I saw him much more defensively solid. So
That's
Gotcha.
more a question of form for me for Calabria.
yeah,
He just got
Potentially.
back from injury. I mean, if you don't play for a month or a month and a half, that's enough to make you a bit. I don't know how to say it, but less informed compared to other players playing every week and training every day. I mean, just
Yeah.
natural. I think for
Guys-
me, I think he had a very good season.
Guys,
One of his
can I ask
better
you?
seasons ever?
Yeah, one more thing, then let's move on. Go ahead, Saif.
Yeah, guys, can I ask you something? If Botman stays, obviously I love Calabria, but who would prefer, like me, if Kalulu started in that right back position?
I think a good rotation between the two should.
I don't know.
work.
Depends who is more informed, guys. We cannot make a choice
Exactly.
like this, a cold choice. You need to see who is informed, who is in a better
It's a
shape.
good
But-
problem
but-
for Pioli. It's a good
Yeah,
problem.
Yeah.
it's a good problem
Exactly.
to have. It's a good problem. to
Even
have.
if he
Yeah.
makes the wrong decision, it's still a good
It's a
decision.
good decision. If
That's the
Calabria and
thing.
Kalulu both would play a good level.
And there's Florenzi there too if he stays.
Exactly.
All right, let's move on, guys. A fan favorite, Castillo.
speaks for himself.
He's been a champion, but he had a very good moment.
Love
Anwar,
this- love this
Anwar, you
guy.
go first. You go first, Anwar. Go ahead.
I remember that game, Roy. I told you on the stream, Castillejo should play that game. I remember saying that on the stream.
Which game? Which game?
I think it was against. When
Verona.
was it? Verona? Was it Verona the game? Where he
Yeah,
was,
The comeback win? The comeback
yeah,
win?
the comeback.
Verona, yeah.
I remember saying it. I was saying Castillejo should play this game. Everyone was dissing Castillejo, and I remember I was saying like, probably everyone is dead right now on the right. So give a chance to Castillejo. Don't play Florenzi there. Try something different.
I remember that game. Krunic came in and changed the game because Maldini was starting the first
Yeah,
half.
yeah,
That,
yeah.
And
that
we're
was
losing
Verona.
2-0.
That was Verona. Verona.
Honestly, for that game, because if we draw that game or lose it, probably will not be champions of Italy.
Yeah. Castillo has a slice of this pie. He
I
has
know
a slice of his
he's a
pie
Rossonero, like he's a true Rossonero. He's been that way, like he's a Milanista for
since he was a kid, right?
Yeah. I don't know, like I know he's a champion level, but just for that moment, he stole everyone. Like everyone just got back in terms with Castillejo for that game.
So you're saying great?
I don't know.
No,
Yeah, guys,
I can't.
guys. I'm sorry. I love the man,
I'll
but we're not
put
putting
a
him in
champion
the
because
race.
he was not involved a lot. At
Yeah,
the end,
he's
he
a
was
champion.
involved just for
It's
one
funny
game.
because just because of how disappointed I am in Brahim Diaz, I think that Castillejo should be on the same level as him. But honestly, no, I'm gonna put him on champion. Let's be fair. Let's be fair.
Mhm.
No,
Champion
Castillejo.
seems fair.
Sorry, Antonio. Castillejo played 3 games in the
I
season.
know.
Brahim Diaz played at least
No, I
25
was
games.
joking. I was joking. I was just saying that just because of how
Well,
disappointed I
Red
was.
John in the chat is making the case that because we counted Brahim Diaz's goals as important for the league, we should do the same with.
Yeah, but Brahim Diaz performed well as well. Come on, guys. Let's not
Castillejo's
pretend like
No,
champion.
guys,
he
we're
had a
shitting too much on
bad game
Diaz.
every week. Come on, guys.
Okay, okay.
You can't.
I would put him champion. I would put him champion.
I agree with Zion, by the way, but completely so far. But it's fine.
Last word on Castillo, champion or
I
great or
was I was really tempted to put him at great for the jokes, just because of what he did. Also against Udinese, guys, the cross he made, which okay was a bit lucky, but it got us the Ibra goal, the equalizer versus Udinese. But yeah, I'm gonna put him a champion because he only played like
Okay,
3 games.
Castillejo is a champion with legendary moments. Let's call it that way.
Yeah,
This,
yeah, yeah,
this
with,
is
exactly.
what really happened this season.
with one legendary moment.
Two
With
legendary
one,
moments.
yeah.
He played only 2 games.
By the way,
Both
Udinese is
had
the
a
other
goal
team that we
involved.
haven't beaten besides Juventus. I hate Udinese, man.
What's that?
Terrible.
Say
Udinese
again?
is like the other team that we haven't been able to that we didn't beat this season, and honestly, I
Because
hate
of the
them
ref.
so much.
And Laird, you agree he's a champion, right? You said champion.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said champion.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah,
Okay,
Let's see. I
and
wish him the best, though. I think he's leaving the club. So
yeah, he
yeah.
is.
Yeah. All right, guys. This one is going to be interesting. Florenzi. I'll go first. Florenzi is a player that I was so happy when he came to Milan. I think it was an incredible operation. I really wanted him to stay, and obviously he did not play many games, also because he was injured. But I think he was great for the team, so I'm going to put him in great, even though he probably deserves a little bit more. I'm going to say great. You guys, let's next.
I agree with you, Laura. All right. I didn't believe at the beginning of the season. I'm going to be very frank and honest about myself. I thought Florenzi deal was not a great deal. I thought probably we should get a younger right back or to rotate with Calabria. But then the level he showed, I think, has been amazing. So I'm gonna put him in there great because he didn't play a lot, but he showed good quality when most of the time.
Yeah. Potentially a legend. Who knows? Laird.
No.
Um, if he played more, I would put him in epic
Yeah.
because whenever he played as a epic level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
But he didn't play a lot, and he was involved in part of the seasons, and he had a lot of injuries. I guess small
Yeah,
injuries.
he had an operation on his knee during the
Yes.
season. Yeah.
So I'll put him on a great level, but he performed as epic.
Okay,
Just
so we
'cause-
have three greats. He had a epic. I agree everything you guys are saying right there. Antonio, you go next.
Yeah, Florenzi is one of those. I mean, if he played more, just like someone else said, he could be an epic. He had some big moments. Not really too many bad performances. Sometimes he kind of fades on the pitch, but he's a mature player, good, very good personality to have. I like him a lot. He can score some goals when we need him to. So he's a great player, much better than Diaz for sure.
Okay, all right. So great. So it's going to be great. Safe. I want to tell me your what you think, and then I have a question for you guys. Go ahead, Safe.
Yeah, I'm happy that Florenzi proved me wrong, like massively. I was so pissed off, especially with his beginning, especially when a certain someone called him the tactical signing of the season at the beginning. But for real though, when he played, he was good. Also his moment when he got pissed off at Çalhanoğlu for celebrating in front of our
Oh,
fans. I love that,
there you go.
and I'm just happy he proved me wrong. He has been great.
I hate that Çalhanoğlu celebration because he scored a penalty kick against like Tataru
Yeah,
Sano,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think. Like, are you serious? What the hell?
Çalhanoğlu.
I have a question for you guys. Both Ibrahim Diaz and Florenzi is great, but do you think one had a better season than the other?
Yeah,
and who?
Florenzi goes above him.
Yeah, Florenzi had the better season.
Florenzi.
Put him
Yeah, I
above
agree.
him. Put him to
He
the
had
left.
less
Put him
time
to the
with better
left.
quality. You can see it that way.
So what happened?
I think Roy
Roy,
froze.
Roy froze,
Roy
yeah.
froze.
Jesus Christ! I go for to text a message and bro, it's
I
fucking
think
it up.
he has to tell him to leave and join back. Maybe.
Yeah, bro, just fuck off and come back, man. I'm gonna.
Yeah. Okay. He's.
mm,
Roy's camera's frozen. I think. I don't know why.
I don't know how to kick him out. Come on, Roy, get out of here, man. Okay, he's out. He's
Guys,
out.
I have a request. Since Gabia is next, can I please start?
Sure.
For me,
Okay.
he's a champion.
He shouldn't
Gabia.
even be on the list, man.
Oh, come on, don't be so harsh.
Oh,
What do you
yeah.
mean? He played a lot of games in January and February when Tomori was injured and Romagnoli had COVID. You know, Ime Kalulu played 3 games, I think, in a row. So, but still a champion because he didn't raise his level, you know? The team raised the level, he didn't raise his level. He stays the Gabia that was the year before, so... But not like worse than champion. I don't think he did worse than Baloture and Bakayoko, but he didn't do good enough to go on the great level, you know.
I would say champion is fair.
Now that Fiorentina game was peak.
That was. I agree. If Tomori was there, we would have easily won that game.
Okay, he had a bad game, but Vlahovic is a good striker. We know that.
Gabia is good on the ball, but he's I don't know. He just isn't. He's very slow, and not the. He's better on. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't want to like give anything away about this player, but Gabia is better than Romagnoli 1-on-1, I think. But still, he's a liability. So
Yeah.
we need Roy to come back.
What do you guys think about the news that are coming out? I don't believe on the Arnautovic news at all. It's never gonna happen.
Well, Ibra's gonna be missing for, they said, 8 months.
Yeah, but we're not going for Arnautovic.
No, I don't think so. I think that might happen probably if we don't sell the club. Maybe that can be a real thing.
No, not even that. We buy things with data, guys. We don't buy things because names or...
But with
We
data,
check-
Artanovic is a good deal. If you're
No,
gonna
we don't
play-
know. Well, when I talk about data, I talk about sprints, how many times they sprint in 90 minutes, how much
Yeah.
space they... I don't think he has the good data. He plays
No, I
for...
think with Bologna he did well, man.
Yeah, he did
Honestly.
well, but he doesn't have the data that we need for the high press, guys. It's not a type
but
of player
think about
for
it
us.
this way, Layer. If you have Ibra, Giroud, Origi,
Anwar, I understand what you mean, man. You need players that are functional to our system. There is a lot of players that did well, but they are not good for our system. Belotti did well, and it's for free. It's not good for our system. The way he plays is not good enough. And Arnautovic is that type of player. It's not good enough.
you seen the rumors also about Icardi offering himself up to Milan?
No chance.
Icardi's wife is like probably beating him every day, telling him to come back to Milano.
No, and he's like 28 now, or something. And
I would stay
29.
away from that man.
Yeah, he's been finished for like 2 years. We should, you know.
I hope that we can do better than some of these players, but I don't know.
I read that we're interested in Xerxes now as well from Anderlecht.
Yeah,
I think he's a Bayern Munich product.
You know, with Milan
On
being a
loan.
champion now, we're gonna hear a lot of rumors this month.
Yeah, of course, it's normal. But Xerxes is interesting.
Well, now we're starting off with Mbappe, 2025 now, so that's the first rumor we're hearing. I love how as soon as Milan wins the league, Mbappe like releases a statement, or I think because it was interviewed by the Gazzetta.
But you know,
Everybody's
Antonio,
a closet Milan fan.
I've seen Mbappe like with the Milan shirt in an
Yeah.
interview when he was a kid and everything. Like, even in FIFA, he has a Milan squad. Still, like the kid shows up. I don't know. He poked a lot about Ibra even during the season.
Well, we have 3 years to bring our revenues to 600 million and try to sign him for free. I don't know how we're gonna do that.
But
We
if
need
he's
to
a
win the
Milan fan,
Champions
he should
League
try.
3 years in a row.
I think if he's a Milan fan, he should try, bro.
According to Roy, it would so I mean, if we're just going on the hypothesis that we need to win the champion, or performing well in the Champions League is going to make us be able to afford these players, it'll probably take about 10 years for us
Nah.
Yeah.
to.
It's gonna
I heard
take
rumors
10
today
years.
about Real Madrid saying that the price is too much for them, so they're probably gonna
Oh.
go get Nkunku, which I don't like as well, because Nkunku is available, I think, for 60 or 70.
Guys, I really believe if we renew Leao, it's like signing a top player. I know it's the
I agree
cliche,
with you,
and
man.
renewing Leao is like having a top player because he is a top player. He's like imagine being
But
able to.
It does have to be done this summer, though. That's the
Jamal
thing.
Modric is a
Yeah.
Milan fan. I agree with you, but we didn't try to get him. That's the problem. And he plays for Madrid. Why would he give up winning a Champions League to go to a struggling Milan at that time as well? And we didn't even offer him anything.
No, Leao, we're gonna. I'm pretty sure we're gonna renew. We're gonna make him happy in terms of money, and we're gonna give him the money he wants.
I saw some rumor, like in a Facebook page of Milan, like they were reporting from a website or from an article that says that Leao gave his approval to renew.
Yeah. I think it's
But
it's happening.
let's see how we're gonna help him with this case, or if we are gonna help him, or how he's gonna approach it, because he
Well,
lost it.
for sure, we're gonna help him, but we're gonna help him after he renews with us. That's the thing. We're not helping a guy that is gonna leave. There's no point to help a guy that is
I
leaving.
don't know, man. Not renewing Leao is is embarrassing.
Bro, I think that's the top priority for the management right now. Is to renew the
Yeah.
guys that should be renewed.
Exactly.
But also, I think they're waiting for the ownership kind of to be sorted as well. Maybe.
They're saying now that in the next few days, potentially it'll be official. They have to finalize it, but they really are trying to get it done before the transfer market opens.
About the Leao renewal.
No, the Redbird ownership.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna happen so quick.
They're saying they want to do it before the transfer market.
Guys, I want to ask you this: would you buy Zaniolo for, let's say, 40 million?
Yeah,
No.
I will buy him. I will buy him.
To be honest,
I think I would.
I will buy him. Doesn't matter the price. A price that we
really
can
want that
afford.
player.
So you know what I mean. Paying someone 30 or 40 million does not make any difference. Milan is an institution that 10 million does not make the difference. When we're talking about players like Leao or Zaniolo, does not make any difference. So forget about the money. If the guy wants to come at Milan and Roma is happy with 40 million, just do it. Do the deal.
I think 40 million is a good deal for Zaniolo, bro. I think if you get him on the right track as well, like you did with Leao, you can really get a really Italian.
Yeah. Pioli would work with Zaniolo,
Exactly.
and Zaniolo looks
That's what I
hard
want to
work. Zaniolo runs. He's not a guy that doesn't run.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love
lazy.
Zaniolo. That would be
He
a
tracks
fantastic
back
signing.
and he fights a lot. I know when he fights
He
with
does.
Hernandez, I remember he's always trying and trying. With Milan, it will be amazing.
Yeah, I like that attitude.
And it looks healthy. It looks healthy after those
agree.
massive injuries.
Yeah.
He handled an entire season. So
would you take Zaniolo
perfect
over Berardi?
acquisition for the right wing, I think.
Who do you?
But I don't think they
Berardi
want
or
40 million. They want more than that.
No, I think 40 can do the deal, man. Because if
40
the player
and
wants
the
to
That'd be
player.
leave,
amazing.
then he's gonna press for to leave.
The
Well,
player.
after he scored the winning goal in the final yesterday, I think he's gonna be 60 at least.
No.
No, come
He
on,
The
who's
still
thing
needs
is,
that?
to go
they're
another
in the same
season to be that
situation we are in with Leao.
value.
You know, he has 2 years left on his deal. I don't think he wants to stay. I don't know if
Yeah.
That's
Mourinho can convince him or not.
that's my point. We're gonna go if we're going for Zaniolo, we're going next summer, a year from his
Yeah, I agree.
contract expiring. We're gonna put some
I
pressure
think
on
we're going
Roma.
for
He's
it.
gonna put pressure on
Would
Roma, and we're gonna make the deal.
It's
Laird,
kind of
But
the
I
not
same
think
this
with
we're
summer.
going
Renato
for him
Sanchez. He
this
only
summer.
has like I think
A
his
year.
deal expires in 2023,
Yeah, in
2023.
1 year. In 1 year.
So why are we paying like 15, 20 million for him? I don't understand.
Because listen, Renato Sanchez in the middle of his contract is a 40 million player, man.
Yeah, if he stays healthy, sure.
But he's healthy. Come on, he does
Well,
28
right
games a
now he's
season.
valued at
He's not
33
healthy right
million
now,
in
He
transfer
Lair.
market.
played
He's not
half
even
the
healthy
season,
right
I think.
Nathan, you
Like
cannot
he had
come in and in
1,800
1
He's not.
minutes
second
out of
go
like probably
against me.
3,800.
Stay in the
No,
live for
Lair.
5 minutes
I agree
and
with you.
after go against me. At
Lair,
least stay 5 minutes inside the live.
I agree with you. When he's healthy, he is worth that much. But he's not even healthy right now, so
Who?
it's kind of hard to say that. Uh, Sanchez,
Oh,
if I'm
Sanchez?
not
I think.
mistaken, he hasn't even played the last few. He didn't play the last few games of the season. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong,
Fucking
but
internet shit the bad guys over here.
Fucking
What the
LA, man.
fuck?
LA with that
Fucking
shit
LA, man. What
internet.
the fuck is going on
Shit
here?
internet.
No, we
What the
have better internet
fuck,
in
man?
Africa.
Bad
Dude,
bitches, but
I'm
bad
sure.
internet as well, man.
Dude, what the fuck, man? All right, let
Roy,
me set this
Roy,
back up.
Roy, since you're Roy, you're a bit
5G
older
my
than us,
ass.
so
We
you still
pay for
using
the
dial-up.
fucking best internet there is.
He's a fake
5G my
5G,
ass.
man.
The whole
He's a
the whole fucking
he's a
thing
fake
crashed. The whole
5G.
fucking
He's a
thing crashed.
fake.
Dude, what
Roy,
the
you've been
fuck?
hacked. You've been hacked
Nathan,
by
and
Hakan Çalhanoğlu.
I think Sanchez though played some games, if I'm not mistaken. I think
Oh,
he played a
Jesus.
lot of games this season though. I think I'm not sure if he watched most
Ro-
of Lee's games.
He
Roy,
played. He
you're
played a
using
lot of
dial-up
you.
right now.
No, I think he
No,
played the
I'm
last
not.
game though.
I'm not.
Here's a comment from Oli. He says Renato Sanchez played 31 games out of 38. Still a
Where's the
good,
comment? That's a lot of games, yeah.
yeah.
Mamma mia, ragazzi. Oh. Mamma mia.
I'm not afraid about our midfield next season. I'm more concerned about the striker, the right back, the cam. That's what I'm really trying to.
Do you think Benacero will renew?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, moving now from Milan, I think even Kessier, even if he's leaving with the Scudetto, somewhere he must be beating himself for getting where he is with the club.
All right, guys.
Uh,
My internet is unstable, so
No, it's
uh,
all right. It's all right, man.
Roy, we talked about Gabia when you were not in the live, and we all agreed that he's a champion.
Yeah.
yeah, of course. I mean, where else could he be? I mean, the guy
Yeah.
barely played. Okay, okay. All right, let's move on, guys. But we had a little intermission because the fucking internet in LA sucks. All right, don't ever fucking move to LA if you want to have decent internet. I don't fucking understand this. Anyway, let's chill out. Okay. All right. I see we have many people here right now. So, guys, let's keep our answers short so we don't
Guys, can you
this
as
going
well
further.
like the video? Like,
Thank you,
just one
Anwar.
click away.
Thank you, Anwar. Guys, please like the damn video. We're here fighting against 5G internet. Anyway, all right.
Since you left, they all liked the video, man. When you came back,
No.
they
But
liked
the
the
dislike
show.
the dislike ratio is going back up. All right. Let's move on, guys. Giroud. Wow, what a surprise Giroud was, at least for me. When Giroud was one of the signings that I was not excited about, but damn, did he fucking shut me up. For me, Giroud this season, legend. That's my opinion. All right, guys, go ahead. Next, who's next?
There,
Antonio.
go ahead.
Or
I'll go. Oh, whoever
yeah,
wants.
let's do it in order. Let's.
No.
Okay. I will
Like,
say. Oh
yeah,
wait,
go.
Larry goes. Larry goes.
Legend for me. Important games in the derby. He scored, I think, 11 games in Serie A. All of them important, winning, winning goals. And professional player, a great in the locker room, and zero. We bought him for zero.
1 million.
Uh, yeah, okay, 1 million, and we're paying him 3.5, which not is not crazy money. And yeah, legend.
He,
And in years when we're gonna think about this Scudetto, we're gonna think about Giroud a lot,
yeah.
and the goals he scored, and important goals he scored. So he's a legend.
Yes, sir. All right, Antonio.
I think I'm totally fine with putting him in legend. I think that at first when I was thinking of the legend category, I was thinking of like only just the best, like only like two or three maximum players. But I think you guys have persuaded me. I'll say legend now.
Oh, three legends. Everybody in chat is saying legend. So we see where this is going. Anwar.
Legend. He broke the number 9 curse. He won a Scudetto in his first year at 35. Everyone was saying it's a done deal, but the goals he scored are the most crucial. Like with him, they are all of the goals were crucial, but Giroud's goals were big games, a lot of pressure, and we were missing Ibra, and he showed up. I think, yeah, Giroud, definitely legend.
All right, there you go. He's definitely a legend. Safe.
Amazing. You guys said everything need to be said. I'm just gonna say this. Even with better service, you would have had much more goals. He's that good.
Yep, that's
Oh,
true.
interesting point. Yeah. Who's next? Hans. What's up, Hans? Go ahead.
Hey, I'll keep this short. Legend.
Boom! There you go. Straight to the point. Legend. Nathan, go ahead.
Legend.
Legend. All right. Next time around, we'll start from the bottom down, so you guys
All right,
can
real
then.
quick, can you tell me the people who are in the other categories?
So we have Benacer and Calabria are epic. Florence,
Okay.
Ibrahim Diaz, great. And the champion is Bakayoko, Balotelli, Castillo, and Gabbia. Okay, yeah, guys, everybody here has agreed that Giroud is a legend. Nobody, even in chat, has said anything else. So let's move on. Theo Hernandez. Guys, for me, Theo Hernandez has to be also legend because in his second
Mm.
season in a row that he's a legend. He didn't have the greatest start, but the way he finished the season, to me, that makes him a legend. Let's start from the bottom down this time. I wanted to start with Nathan first. Nathan, you go first.
I mean, it has to be. I don't think you can choose anything else but legend.
Mm, okay. All right. That's it? Legend?
Yeah.
All right. Hans.
100% legend.
100% legend, eh? You guys can add a few more words if you want to talk about him a little bit more, yeah? But Anwar, go ahead.
Safe first, no?
Oh, yeah, safe. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can speak. I'll talk after.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, uh, everyone's saying legend, but honestly, if there is a category again between epic and legend, I would go with it. I think most of the time he has been amazing, but I also remember some games where he made weird mistakes. Like, if you guys remember, he almost cost us the game against Roma with his red card. I remember the game against Fiorentina. He was really bad, giving away their fourth goal. Uh, and that's why, for me, I think he's epic. I think he's
Oh,
epic.
Okay.
wow. Okay. Okay. All right. So three legends, one epic so far. Anwar.
For me, it's legend. Number 19, 19 Scudetto
Nice.
works out. And honestly, I think also going back to his renewal, no drama, no bullshit, renewed and won the Scudetto. I can ask
Ah,
more of Theo, bro.
Anwar, you made a great point. The renewal
No
was
drama,
legend.
nothing, no rumors, nada. Just renewed and played better.
Yeah. Okay. Say Antonio.
Yeah, I was gonna go epic here from the beginning. I think if we're judging it on just performances, he and I don't like to give out legends to like anybody, even though I like players and I'm being brutally honest. Like based on their performances, he didn't do enough to be called a legend based on his games this year. His numbers were good for a left back. They weren't last year. He was a legend. They weren't as good as they were last year. I know it's hard to match them every year, but it's still he can. I think he could have done better. And yeah, he had a lot of inconsistencies at times, like Saif pointed out. I was really gonna instantly say the Fiorentina turnover that he had and some of his other mistakes. So I think he's an epic this season.
Okay. So guys, we have three legends and two epics, right? Wait, one, two, three, four. No, four legends and two. So what about you, Light?
For me, if you consider the Champions League and the Serie A performances, he had an epic season. But because what Anwar says, he loves AC Milan a lot, and he renewed the contract, and he cares about the team. He cares about the project. For me, he's a legend because on the mental side, he puts a lot. And at the end of the season, he had a great, end of the season. The main issue he had was in November, December, but after that, he came back quite strong. And I
He
understand
got
what
the international call up this year.
yeah, and he's improving a lot. Every year he's improving as a defender, which
Yeah,
is the things that I care the most about him because
Yeah.
he can find the goals and assists. He has that talent, but he needs to be a great defender first.
yeah.
And I like the fact that he is a more solid defender this season.
Interesting. Everybody, literally everybody in chat and everybody here said legend for Giroud,
No, I
but
think two
some.
guys. I think some two guys, like two people or two comments I saw. They agreed with Safe and Antonio as well, but most of the others are legend.
As far as Theo, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Theo instead. There is some people that are questioning that
No,
maybe he could have
I
done
get
I
better.
their
don't blame
point
them.
though.
I don't blame
I
them
get their
because
point. No,
yeah,
we get
in
it.
the pitch, he was not legendary, but outside the pitch, in my opinion, and he's becoming the leader that we need
Yeah.
as well, because we need 5, 6 leaders in the pitch.
I think he was still the best left back in the league.
Oh
So
yeah,
Yeah,
so I
that's
mean,
for sure.
definitely. There's
And, and
no.
and to be fair, not to troll or banter, but there was a certain point in the season where you were very unhappy with him, Lart. You
Yeah,
want you
I
wanted
was.
him out of the team.
Everyone
I
was.
remember exactly
Even
November
Pioli,
12th.
I remember.
I didn't want him out of the team. I say if an incredible offer comes, you sell him and you rebuild the team, for example. But I didn't want him out of the team. Like, oh, he's shit. If a massive offer, a 70 million offer comes, I will think about it. But he grew a lot. He became a better player,
Mm.
better defender. Because between November and December, he was making those small mistakes. I remember the Liverpool game. I know he had a flu a few nights before, but he was completely knackered. Or the first Liverpool game, he was not understanding what's going on around him. He was suffering a
yeah,
lot. The Liverpool game. S- Uh, Again, the first during the derby, he played really well. The one we won 2-1, he was solid. So he's improving a lot defensively, and I like
Yeah.
that. He's a legend for this season.
All right, guys. The myth, the legend, the one and only. I came, I saw, and I conquered Ibrahimovic. I don't want to go first. Who wants to go first? Who's
I will.
Already called it, Roy.
I,
You called it.
I think,
Legend.
guys, I think
say
I
it?
think
Go.
I think with Ibra is just it's gonna be different points of view. Like some people are gonna see him as this guy who led the young ones, who motivated the team, and they're gonna put him high. And then some people are gonna be like, he hasn't played a lot, his numbers weren't great, and they're gonna pace him lower. So I think it's gonna differ from people.
What do you say, Safe? Where would you? What category would you put him in for this season?
Honestly, I'm from the point of view of his impact this season, and I honestly would go. I don't know, man.
Say it. Be honest.
I'm gonna go great because let's be honest. No,
Okay. No, my bad. I
yeah,
should. I should be quiet. Go ahead. Go ahead.
like he hasn't played a lot this season. This season, many of the games where he came on, yes, he did make some differences, but also he was very off pace. It's not his fault. He's old. He's injury prone. But I think if we're gonna judge him fairly and be harsh, I think he's been great.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
Yeah.
Let's go with Hans next. Hans, what do you think?
Oh, he's Swedish, man. What are you asking him? Put a
Of
legend
course.
straight away.
Oh yeah, legend for sure. He only played like 1,000 minutes or so, but he had
Yeah.
like 8 goals and I think
That
three
three
assists.
assists
Yeah, I'm looking at his numbers right now. So
Yeah, those are pretty good numbers. Yeah.
without a knee.
I mean, then you factor in the leadership that he's given this team. Obviously, like there's no doubt about that.
I
It's
mean, he
100%
carried us
legend.
in those goals and assists.
Yeah.
It was
Important
early in
assists
the
against
season,
Lazio.
but yeah,
Important
he put us on course.
Yeah. When we needed Ibra, he showed up for me. I think just the fact that he came back to this team, he's always a legend. No matter what he delivers, he should not even be playing. He should be sitting at his home, celebrating with the rest of us. But he's there playing without knee. And I think for just having that, bro, like that kind
Yeah,
of
he taught
pain,
everybody how to
bro,
sacrifice.
like even in the locker room, you see this dude, he's 41 and he's getting injections every 2 hours, every 3 hours.
I didn't know that. Did you guys know that stuff
Bro,
before?
what the
Yeah, I
fuck,
know
man?
that. I know that because who said it? There was a program. Sky Sports Italia said it because I watched their videos on YouTube and they
Ah,
said it that, like 2 months ago that Ibra cannot play more than 15 minutes.
I had no idea that he
He
had
didn't
Bro,
that.
know.
he
Yeah,
trained
it was
10
like this.
times with the rest of the guys after he left.
Yeah, he does always physio and cycling, stuff like that in the swimming pool and a bit of running just
Why
to
didn't
keep
he
trained.
get the surgery sooner?
Because
Is
No,
it because
because
he
he'll
wasn't
be out for
sure
8 months.
if that would be
He
you
wants
the
to
end?
play those 15 minutes every time he can.
Pioli told him, man, I need you for the last 15 minutes of each game. Whatever goes wrong,
Okay,
you're gonna come in.
Okay. Anyway, Anwar,
sure.
you said legend, right? Anwar.
Bro, you called it
I called it.
without even like paying attention to it. You just called it the legend Ibra.
Nathan, what about you? What do you say?
Yeah, it also has to be legend for me as well. His leadership is undeniable in this group. And when
Yeah.
he does retire, he's gonna leave this team with a winning mentality.
Yeah,
Everyone is talking about Milan because of Ibra also.
yeah. Antonio.
My problem with this current board so far is that we're factoring in a lot of things beyond this season's performance, and I'm more oriented towards kind of like what Saif's perspective was, but I think he's an epic. I don't think he's great. I think you can factor in other things to an extent, but and unfortunately, and I totally agree, it's not his fault that he couldn't contribute more, but you can't put him in the legend category for the performances. I think you need to limit the amount of
Even
legends you
with that
put in.
goal to minute ratio,
Yes, he had some key goals, but at the same time, an epic player has some
not key goals. I
goals.
mean the ratio of minutes to goals.
Well, yes, but still, overall, his contribution it was severely limited. I think, and I think that he's because the ratio and the he did have key goals in the season, like against Roma and against
But
the free
Antonio,
kicks he scored.
you can't think of football only of 90 minutes of football. Football
Well,
is
when you
living
have a
football every day.
season whatever like a season long tier list, I think it's more that's the number one thing. You're judging people on a year to year basis. You can't. I don't think it's. I think I want to be fair to everyone on the team when I'm comparing each other, and I think if you should. Yes, Ibra is a super legend because of many different things off the field and because of his past career. But if we're doing a this season tier list, I wouldn't say he's been as legendary as some other this
Okay,
season.
that's
All
fair.
right,
That's
He's
fair.
Antonio,
iconic. He's very iconic.
do you know any player who's 40 years old playing without an
No, I listen.
ACL for
I Of
7 months?
of course.
No, 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 but it's okay. We
Doesn't
don't.
that make him legendary?
Well, that's the thing. Are we? Do the circumstances make him legendary? I mean,
But
like
it
I said,
does.
I think it's more about the impact on on the team in the field.
But don't
So
you
that's
think
my
his impact on this team was legendary?
Yeah, and
overall.
matter of fact,
Yes, yeah, of
if we're
course.
even if
Yeah.
Zlatan's not playing, his impact on the field is still felt because players have mentioned that after the game they know if they don't play good, they're gonna hear about it from Zlatan. So even when he's not playing,
Like
they
they
know
answer first
Yeah.
to Zlatan before
when
Pioli.
they go
But
into the locker room, they know what's about to
But
happen.
guys, that is Antonio's opinion.
yeah, it's
No, I
Antonio's
get it,
opinion.
I
It's
get it, I
okay.
get it, I get it.
No, I'm just saying I'm prioritizing the field performances. That's just me.
Anyway, so far we have all legends except for one great, one epic. Lart, what about you?
Well, for me, he's a legend. The moment he walk in Milanello, we after 2 years and a half, we are champions. So that is legendary. And even if you consider just the season, this season, as Hans said, he scored 7 goals in 1,000
Eight.
minutes, 8 goals in 1,000 minutes, and a bunch of assists for sure, probably. All important that helps you to win the game or close the game. And it was so important in the last month, coming in the last 15 minutes to solve some games or to make sure we win those games as well.
It's passed to Tonali.
Yeah, so I think it's legendary, man. And the one thing that I like about him is the fact that he never made Pioli feel scared about him, but actually Pioli looked at him like an option to play in the last 15 minutes. But Pioli's never been scared of Ibra not playing it.
Yeah.
So he was humble on that side and always for the team. He's not selfish anymore. It's not the Ibra we know, the Ibra we used to know during his prime. It was quite selfish. He wanted to play every game, every minute, and was all about him. Now he's all about the team. So
Yeah.
he's a legend.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with the legend. I don't have much to say. Just his impact to me makes him legendary. He definitely. We turned the season. We turned this team around when he came into the team
Yeah.
in that January transfer market. But yeah, I agree. Legend. Most people say legend. So the vote is decided. He goes to legend. We're going to have a lot of legends this season because we won the Scudetto, guys. It's going to
Oh
be.
yeah, it's a
It's going to be
legendary
like that.
team, guys. Like they
Yeah,
won a
yeah.
Scudetto. We have won 19 of them. Few teams in Milan actually achieved that.
And arguably the best Scudetto of our history, considering where
I
we come
I
from.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and fighting against our rivals. Okay, guys, but let's move on. We have another one, very interesting, Kalulu. Kalulu. Let's start with you, Light. What do you think?
Oh wow.
It's a
Considering
hard one.
considering that my brother knows his cousin, so I hope I have to say good things about him. And I'm gonna get the shirt, hopefully. Uh,
Nice.
no, I think the first part of the season he didn't play a lot because other people were playing in front of him. The second part of the season when Tomoli got injured and Romagnoli got the COVID, he started to play a lot and he never moved from that position. So I think he had an epic season, better than epic. I would love to give him legend. I don't know what does it stop me to give him legend. So I don't know. It's probably because I want him to do another season like this. If he does another season like this, he's a legend because that means he's the player we think he is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This is his first season that is actually exceeding our expectation and everyone's expectation.
All
So I'll
right.
keep it on epic.
Perfect. Okay, Antonio.
Well, I think we should put him like best epic. Maybe.
Antonio, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was. I think I agree with very close to legend. I mean, at this point, if we're putting more legends on the thing, then I don't mind putting him at legend. But I'd say my first instinct was epic because he needs to keep performing. I mean, then again, though, I do think if we're just judging on this season's performances, he's right up there. But I think Tomori maybe was a little bit better for because he had the first half of the season. So I think if we're judging him based on all of our center backs, he may not have been the definitive best center back. So I'll say epic for him.
All right, two epics so far. Antonio, Anwar.
I would say best epic there. I think
Sorry, guys. Listen. Okay, before we move on, and Anwar, just hold your thought there. Going back to the legends, who would you say is the first legend? Do you think this is the order is correct? Giroud
yeah.
first, Theo second,
Yeah.
Ibra third.
Yes. This season, yes.
Let's choose at the end, man.
Okay, let's
Let's
do.
see.
Okay,
Let's
let's
Although
do that at
everyone's
the
gonna
end.
say Ibra because he's the most iconic player.
Okay, let's do that at the end. All right, Anwar. Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
I think all his games were amazing games for a 20 years old, walking off the subs, and there's nothing to complain about Kalulu, nothing at all. So of course, if you're judging just by the 90 minutes he just played, it's legendary because that defense was fucking solid.
Okay, so you put him at
It's two
legend.
goals. It's 2 goals in 11 games, and I think for showing up at the end of the season because we needed that defense to be solid at the end of the season. I'm gonna put him into legend because he won the Scudetto. We won the Scudetto thanks to Kalulu as well.
Hey
Okay.
guys, Roy, I'm gonna change my answer because I noticed I was being too harsh. I'm gonna go to legend as well. I've been too harsh, I think, today, and I think if we're now that I think about it, the other legends Kalulu deserves it, and also because of
Also,
the
the
goals he
age,
scored.
Antonio, like
Yeah,
20
I
years
think
old.
I have to say Kalulu legend.
All
Just
right. So far, one epic, two legends. Safe.
Kalula absolutely amazing. It started as a right back and he changed his game into a center back, probably his preferred position at the moment. Came in even after Kier's injury, he benched the club captain and formed a formidable partnership with Tomori, where we kept
Two
many
goals in
like
11 games in the
yeah,
last 11.
two goals in 11 games. That's just crazy, and literally pocketing many great attackers in the league. Apart from the Coppa Italia game, which was not the most important.
But you know
I
what we
agree.
say about the Coppa Italia to Inter fans, you
Mickey
know?
Mouse Cup, according to Roy.
Nah,
But
they say different things actually. Even Roma fans said it yesterday in the game.
yeah, so I think he's a legend for that.
Okay. Okay. So three legends, one epic. Hans. Hans, you're mute. You're on mute. In case.
Oh, sorry. Planning my trip to Northern Italy. Um, let's see. What are we on? Kalulu?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, absolute legend. 100%. He
Legend. Yeah.
comes in. He was like what, the fourth defender, fourth in
Not
line
even. He was a
probably.
right back, man.
And then all this, yeah, yeah, exactly. And then he comes in. We don't even get scored on, man. For how long?
11
Like in
games.
the final stretch of the season too. This is like when we're pushing as hard as we can. He just comes in and makes it look easy. Absolute legend. Cold as ice. He's only like 21. Ice
All right.
cold.
So it looks like legend
Iceman.
is going to win. Nathan, what about you?
Definitely legend. Definitely legend. We were leaking in goal. We were leaking goals like a fucking water faucet, and then he stepped in with Tamori, and we had what either the joint or the longest streak of clean sheets in Europe for a good while, and that's not by coincidence. So that's pretty legendary.
That's work, man.
Yeah, and I'll finish. I agree, legend, because I mean, for his age and for what we paid for him, but for his performances, and also because there was a certain point in the season where we were asking ourselves to
We need a
to,
better defender
but
next to Tomori.
no, I'm saying there was another point in the season where we were asking ourselves maybe Kalulu should play in front of Tomori. So there was even a point where people were asking themselves that question. I think Kalulu for this season, what he did, absolute legend. So he definitely gets a legend spot. Only one epic from Laird, and okay, there you go. Let's move on, guys. What about Kessie? Kessie. I'll go first with Kessie.
Ooh.
Kessie definitely one of his poorest seasons. He ended very well. I'm going to give him great because of his. He has much better potential. I don't think it was an epic season. Definitely not a legend season, but definitely not just champion. I'm going to give him great. Light.
Uh, Cassie. No, I'll put Epic because he played a lot of games. He did some bad games, especially in Champions League. They cost us the qualification. The Atletico game he played really bad, and he got a red card. Unfortunate, but he got a red card. Against Liverpool, both the games he played really bad. They still think the defender they had was the new Maldini. They are making fun of us on the internet when that defender dribbles KC. So he had some bad games, but not great. I think it was epic. Was still a good season, still a solid season.
Okay.
So
All right. Antonio.
Cassie is an epic because I mean, if we're judging him off of the pitch stuff, then put him on champion if that's what we're doing. But if we're doing based on the field, he played a lot of games. And yeah, he wasn't as good. He didn't score as many penalties. That's one of the big reasons why. Um, and but he was always there, and he had solid performances. The beginning of the season though was pretty rough, I do admit. But then he did pick it up, and he was one of our most consistent midfielders. So I'll say epic for him.
Okay. Anwar?
I think both Kessie and Benser had somehow a similar season, where they had low moments and good moments. And I think Kessie carried us as well. He played as a professional. He's leaving with the Scudetto. Um, I think he played most of the games out of the all midfielders. So he's been there the most in the midfield. So I think he should be between great and epic, because when he was bad, you can see the whole team like taking the punishment, because the role he occupies is so important in that system that if he lacks, Theo was going to do mistakes. A lot of people are going to do mistakes because Kessie is not filling his part of the role. But overall, I think epic. I'm going to tend more towards epic.
All right, so we got one great and three epic. Safe. Go ahead.
Just for people in the comments, just a quick.
Kessie
I
played
see.
39 games, guys. So I'm going to check how much Tonali played.
Guys, I see some people saying he's the last man standing from the Mirabile era,
He'll be
and over
fine.
the and last season he was great. I understand, but we're judging this season, and truth is, I love them a lot. I wish him all the best for Barcelona, but he was very bad. Like someone wrote in the comment, when he didn't have a bad game, a good game, he really didn't have a good game. He has picked up in the last games of the season, but I think great is fit for him.
Okay. So two greats and three epics. So, guys, this one is going to be contested. Let's see what happens. Hans, what do you say about Kessie?
I'm gonna give him an epic because he played a lot of games and he was solid for most of the time. But he made some mistakes, especially in the derby with the Hakan penalty. He was dwelling on the ball.
Okay. Epic. All right. Nathan.
I'm gonna go with great. I think his level really dropped this year, and I think for him it was fortunate that Benacer's level wasn't very high when Kessie's level dropped, so it kind of got in there by default. So I'm just gonna go with great.
Well, guys, he just won epic by one vote because that was a close one for Kessie. So that says a lot about his season. He won epic just by one vote.
I think he
Guys,
says it all as well. He should be between epic and great.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's where it should be. One more question regarding Kessie. You guys can answer quickly wherever you want. Are you guys happy to see him leave, or you guys would like him? I mean, he's definitely leaving. Or
Yeah.
are you guys? How do you feel about that?
No, he's definitely leaving. He spoke about it openly now. He said this is the best way to leave the club. Like
Have
there
you
is
guys have you guys already put it in the closet and forgot about him, or what? How
I
do you
did
feel?
in January, bro.
Who? Roy, who?
Kessie. There
Who
you
is
go.
that guy?
I don't know. Some guy that used to play with Milan.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
he left
his
with the
heart's not with
Scudetto. I'm
Milan,
happy with
so he
that,
needs to
guys.
go.
Like Donnarumma, Hakan left without shit. He left
Hey,
with Scudetto.
He
And
left
Roy,
in good terms, I say. He did leave in good terms. Yeah.
More they leave and more we win, Roy.
I
More they leave and more we win.
I have to sign out, guys. So thank you for having me. And also, one thing: if Romagnoli is not in the champion spot,
Uh oh.
I will come back and yell in this microphone. I'm
Uh
no,
oh.
sorry.
don't worry.
Uh
I'll
I
put
oh.
will
him in
say
there.
that. I will
Uh
say that.
oh.
All right, everybody put him in
Bye,
legendary.
guys.
All right. Okay, let's move on. Interesting one here, Kjaer. Damn, this is a
Mm.
difficult one. It's a
I can
difficult one.
start if you want.
Go ahead,
So,
Larry. Go ahead. Yeah, you start.
so for me, great. I know it's not his fault. He just got injured half season, a bit earlier than half season. So, and at that point, he was playing well, but was not a game changer type of player anyway. Uh, Tomori was playing better than him, and He had a lot of injuries. He was playing against Fiorentina with Gabbia, and I think they did a match together. So great. That's it.
Okay, fair. Anwar,
Mm, yeah, I agree with Larry.
want to add anything? Or
Nah, I think he said it all.
okay,
That's about it.
perfect.
I just
Safe.
hope he's gonna be back by. I think
Hmm.
he already trains back, right?
Yeah, yeah, he's training. He should be available for the summer friendlies, from
Hmm.
what I think. Okay, so two greats. What about you, Safe?
I think last season he did amazing, especially at the end of the season. This season, when he played, he still did fairly well, but he has regressed. Um, that's why I would put him as great, and also because he hasn't really played a lot of games.
Okay, okay. So we have three greats. Let's see, Hans. What about you? What do you think of Kiara's season?
Um, Epic.
Really?
Epic.
Is this the Scandinavian bias going talking or?
Could be. It might be. But he was good when he was playing, I thought.
Hmm.
It's
Okay,
just that
so
he had the injury.
but you consider his performance up
I
until
mean,
the
he's also
injury
a leader.
happened?
He's of the locker room. So if we're giving Zlatan legend, I think Kier, he deserves Epic.
That's true. That's a
Okay,
good point.
okay,
You know,
okay.
he's an integral part of the
All right. Okay.
locker room.
Okay. What about
Yeah,
you, Nathan?
I'm gonna change it to Epic actually, guys.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. What about you, Nathan?
I'm gonna go with great. Uh,
you can't hear you,
he did
Nathan.
a
Though.
good. Oh, is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Uh, I'm gonna put him in great. Uh, we were leaking a lot of goals, so and that's when we were talking about we need something to happen and yada yada yada. And he's not really like I think Roy says he's not like an impact player on the field, and compared to when we saw Kalulu jump in there and really make an impact. I just think, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go with great.
Okay. All right. So let me get this right because I could be the tiebreaker here. So Laird, you said great. Anwar, you said epic. Safe, you said great.
Yeah.
Hans, you said epic. And Nathan said great. Well, for me it was great. For me it was great. So I guess great wins. And I think I'll just say this. I'm not going to say much about him. I think potentially he could have been a legend this season. But I want to say that we did concede a lot of goals when he played. Right?
but don't you think he's a leader in the team as well?
100%.
But we
100%.
gave that to Ibra though.
I don't think he comes
Yeah, but
close to that kind of
but
leadership.
yeah, in terms of like winning mentality, Fire does not have what
Not
Zlatan
just
did.
getting the defense better as a unit before he,
I mean,
even after he was injured.
You know what? If Kia doesn't get injured, Kalulu doesn't have the season he had, and
That's very true.
yeah,
I agree with you, Larry.
Yeah, yeah.
so you
I
never
don't
know
think
after
we
what is
win.
the end result.
Mm.
I don't think we
Yeah.
win, honestly.
So, so let me just get this straight one more time. Is it three greats and three epics, or four greats and two
No, poor
epics?
Four
Grace to
grades, two
Epic.
epics.
Okay, there you go. All right, and then maybe we can contend that at the end again. All right, guys. Skillard's favorite player, Rade Krunic.
I'm gonna
Rade
start with this
Krunic.
one. I'm gonna
Legend.
Na-
start with this one.
you go, Anwar. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think Krunic, for his quality and what he can give to the team, epic. Definitely one of the players that presses the most. That's the job he's been asked to do. I don't know. Like for me, even I don't want to put him into legend because I don't think we can do better in that position. But still, I believe for his value, he did epic. But for sure, he was not a legendary player in this team.
No,
Roy,
epic
can I go
is
next?
good.
Can I go next, Roy?
Yeah, go ahead, Nathan. Go ahead.
Krunic is absolute legend. Absolute fucking legend. And
I
the
get it.
reason
Like
why I'm
for what
the reason
he
why
can do.
no, for the reason why I'm saying that is because there is not a single player on this team that can do 100% what the coach asks done every single time. With the minimal amount of minutes that are given, there is not one player that can perform like how he does with that little game time on a consistent basis.
Okay. So are
And
you
I
are you
think people, I
Are you
don't
saying
think
legend?
people,
Like,
yeah, I'm definitely saying like, I don't think people rate highly the importance of a utility player, but the most successful teams ever have one utility player, and they cannot be successful without.
all right? So you're not trolling. You're saying legend. 100%.
I'm dead serious.
All right. So we have one epic, one legend. Let's go with Lart next. What do you think?
Epic. He's gonna be a legend when he's gonna stop playing football.
yeah,
Everyone is gonna remember him.
yeah, we were
But
gonna
it,
remember Kronic after football for sure.
no, believe me, everyone is gonna remember him.
I think
Everyone.
he's gonna win more titles with this team.
Milanists are gonna remember him a
I
lot
like
anyway.
this comment. Kronic is our Ambrosini. It is. He's the
Yeah.
utility guy.
So, but he had an epic season. I mean, for a long period he was in the bench as well. He didn't play a lot because other players were playing a lot. So, it is not a legend at the level of
Yeah.
Ibra, Giroud, and Theo. I'm still not sure about Kalulu, but I accept the vote of the people. So, epic. I think epic is more than
Okay,
enough.
okay. I'll go next, and then we'll finish with Safe and Hans. I agree 100% with everything Nathan said, and I'm going to go with legend as well. Because for all the reasons Nathan said. So I'm 100% in tune with what Nathan said. So I'm going to say legend, even though, of
We
course,
gotta screenshot this moment, guys.
even though, of course, he's not, a Ballon d'Or player, at least in the world. He is in Bosnia, but his impact in the team for what he means, I think legendary. So two legends, two epics. Safe. Go ahead.
Krunic is definitely an epic. I don't think it feels right to put Krunic as a legend, but I think he's an epic. I'm gonna link this with another player that will I know you guys know who I'm talking about. He knows his abilities and he doesn't try to do crazy stuff. He does what the coach says. He sacrifices for the team, you know, and he doesn't try to show off, showboat, and he also comes in handy. So definitely epic.
Okay. All right. So three epics, two legends. Hans, you're the tiebreaker. Go ahead.
Right, John.
I'm gonna put him as epic. He did
Uh,
not have
Oh.
any goals this season at all, and he was playing in attacking positions usually. However, he was the utility man. Played everywhere. Played at center midfield at the beginning of the season. Then he's playing attacking midfield. He shows up on the wings sometimes, and he puts in a shift. He always puts in a shift. So epic
Okay.
season.
All right, guys.
Roy, this is unacceptable. I need you to become the dictator and put it legendary.
Well, we will we will we will go over it at the end and see if we can change things. We'll try. I'm not in a dictatorship mood right now, so
I'm
it's all
just
good.
messing around. I'm just messing around.
All right, guys. This one is gonna be easy. This one is gonna be easy.
The
Leo.
two next ones are gonna be easy.
No
Yeah,
discussion, no discussion. Just
No
let's
legend.
put
discussion.
them legend straight away.
Legend,
Yeah,
legend.
this
I
one
know
here,
you.
No
legend.
discussion.
I know you need to go, Roy. So let's put them legend.
I
Just
still
put him
no,
as
no,
legend.
no, I still have a
We
little.
can
But
talk about both of them all together.
Right,
Like
you still
have a
need to give us
conversation.
credits, me and Lair, for telling you he's gonna end as the best player in the league. Remember that line?
Yeah,
We
remember
talked
that
for
night
3
when
hours
you
about it.
all right, fine,
Roy,
fine,
you
fine.
remember that night when you were drunk and high? You were saying Insigne is better than Leao. Yeah.
No, no,
You're welcome. You're
We
welcome.
remember, Roy.
You're welcome, Roy.
no, no, no. At that point of the year, at that point of the
Yeah.
season,
Even at
it's,
that
2
point
weeks
of the
ago.
year,
2 weeks
right?
ago, basically. 2
all
weeks
right,
ago.
all right, I can see, fine, fine. But no, guys, let's spend some words on Lau. I think Lau deserves to be the MVP of the year for sure. And 28? We spent 28 million for him. He's now worth 120, 150. So 100% legend. Um, Do you guys want to spend any word? We all agree on this one, but if
Yeah.
anybody wants to spend any words, go ahead, and we can move on.
I just love Leao. Always defended him since day one. Always gave in him the time as a fan. Never been too harsh on him because I understand it's hard to go to Milan by yourself and try to achieve something which is said at the time being impossible. Milan winning the Scudetto, impossible. People would joke about it, and he achieved it. And being the best man of the whole league. I mean, honestly, there's no way to better celebrate it. I think he loves Milan. The tears he showed at the celebration with his family and everything that shows how much he was committed as well. And the absolute legend of the team. I think he should get the number seven.
Mm. Oh, nice. I like
Ooh.
that. I
Like
like that.
Insigne, or Insigne as the
We,
number
we,
10. What do you
Bro,
have?
we
don't
better.
compare Insigne with Leo, please. We're talking football and football. You know?
Ooh,
So,
We
so
better fucking renew him, man.
I
We
like
better
this
fucking renew
comment.
him.
I like this comment, guys. Anybody else want to say a word about Leo? Go ahead. This is your time.
I want to say that a legend for sure. I was concerned about his mentality. I never doubted his quality in terms of physicality and technicality or whatever as a football player. I was concerned about his mentality, and this year he showed that actually he has a strong mentality. I will give credit to Ibra for that, Pioli, and all the people that's been around him. So I think the squad as well that helped him to
Did you
become
see
the
what
player that
Ibra
he is
said
now.
I
about
do want to say something about, and I'm sure Anwar is about to say the same thing. Ibra did say that the one player he was never able to get through to was Leao, and Leao did it all by himself.
Yeah.
Ibra
But
has
he
said
also
that.
said another thing, a very interesting sentence. He said, if Leao understands what he's capable of as a player, he's gonna kill everyone in the game.
Hmm.
If he
Yeah,
really gets that click in his head,
so he
he's
say
getting it, but he still needs to get it further, you know?
he says that the moment Leao really understands how good he is, that is the moment that he needs to still be humble and work hard because he's really good. And the
Like
moment he
he's
understands
super
that he's really
talented.
good, can be dangerous for him and stop training and stop working hard. That's
Yeah, I
what he
think
said.
Leao is gonna
But
be
he's
for Ballon
really
d'Or
good,
this year.
man.
I think he's gonna
When
be
do you
one of
remember
the
when I was
top
getting upset
Ballon
about
d'Ors.
him that he was not doing those runs behind the defenders and cutting the field and stuff like that? Because really, he mentally doesn't understand, doesn't have the awareness of how good he is as a football player. I really, when Pioli says, "Oh, he reminds me of Henry at Monaco," people were laughing at Pioli in the social media. Interisti were laughing at
Good
us.
point. Good point. Now
But
it makes
Pioli was
sense.
right, man. He's better than Embry. He can be better than Embry. And in terms of technicality, he's better than Mbappe. He has more finesse, more dribbling,
But he
more
actually has
more a
better stats
Brazilian
this
type
year.
of player than actually a French or a European player.
You know, he's the best
So
dribbler in Europe this year, there. Like
yeah, yeah,
by
it's
success rate
incredible.
and number of dribbles now.
Okay, Nathan brought the truck, guys, and
The
things
layout
are
truck.
getting serious.
All right. What about you guys, Nathan, Hans, and Saif? Any words on? I mean, I'm sure you guys agree, but what? Any words you want to say about him?
I think all needed to be said. Just we can't manage to sell him or to lose him. If we are a serious project, Leao stays. That's it.
Okay.
He is the
Huh?
center of the project now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a
Nathan?
good point. I want to add something about
Yeah. Go
what
ahead. Go ahead.
Saif said. Whatever ownership comes at Milan, and they want to make money with Milan, Leao is the way to make money with Milan. Leao
Yeah,
is your franchise player, like Barcelona and Messi, Real Madrid and Ronaldo.
Good point. Right.
So
Good point.
fucking build a star around him and
Probably
tell
the
them
next
you're gonna.
Cristiano
So
right now.
you wanna become a 500 million, 600 million revenue club? Build Leao, build the star of Leao, and create a team around him that he can always perform every week.
Good point.
So that is no excuses.
I like that. Hans, what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I agree. I hope we renew and that it's for, like 5 million around that range. He's gotta make a choice like Theo did, I think. Does he want Milan to be his future? Because, it'll be there for him like in 3 years, the big contract, I think.
Mm,
The really big contract that I'm sure he wants.
okay.
So I hope he sticks it out.
And you say legend, of course. Nathan, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Any words on Leo?
I'm happy that he proved me wrong. He must have watched many of
Ah,
our
right.
videos.
Right. Guys, Nathan was saying that we should have kept Hagwe and sell Leao.
Stop
Nah, I
repeating that,
never
man.
said
That
that.
hurts me. Imagine
I
Nathan. How much?
literally
That
never
hurts me.
ever said
Imagine
that.
Nathan.
I literally never said that. But we'll
Nathan,
move on.
Nathan, you're not alone. Roy was saying that Insigne is better than Leao, so don't worry, man. You're not alone.
It's worse. It's
Guys,
Oh
worse.
my god. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm kidding.
at no point did I ever say those words. But we'll continue.
No, all right. All right, guys. This one here, another one. We're all going to agree on this one. Legend, absolute legend. I want to go first. I want to go first.
Donnarumma who?
Yeah, I was very skeptical about him. I had no idea who he was. I was very angry that we lost Donnarumma, even though I think that Donnarumma was getting paid way too much. But in my opinion, and I know you guys won't agree with me on this, but in my opinion, this is the best purchase Milan has made since Kaká, maybe.
No.
And I'll end it there.
I think
Absolutely.
Leao is the best transfer ever for the last 11 years.
You have Thiago
No,
Silva, man. You have Ibrahimovic.
I understand what Roy says on that
No, I
term
get it.
because Magnan came with little money for real, and he started to perform day one, like straight away.
I remember
Minute
even
one,
a
he was
conversation
performing.
with you guys, with Roy as well, especially. I remember I said, even in the Euro, I said, with Menia, we're going to have a better goalkeeper because at least what I know from what I watched, he is better with his feet. Definitely 100 times better with his feet. I remember having a go back conversation with you, Roy, about this, and it took a few weeks, and then you started realizing how really good he is. Because I remember telling everyone like 16 million for this dude. Wow,
Well,
what a deal!
he showed how great he was right away in the
And the
preseason.
hunger, man.
In the preseason, he showed already. Remember,
I'll
he
be
saved the
honest.
penalty in the preseason.
I'll be honest with you guys. I don't remember anyone saying things like this during the
I
season.
did.
Everyone was crying
I
about
said.
Donnarumma
I did.
leaving.
No.
No.
I said
During
it.
the
Everyone
season?
was.
During the
Everyone
season?
was. No, during the summer. During the
Ah,
summer.
during
No,
the
Roy.
season.
Everyone was in my ass and Maldini's ass saying, "Oh, look
Cap.
at what they did.
That's
No,
cap.
Let
Roy.
Donnarumma
Roy,
go."
There,
we
there.
had a
And
I
conversation.
remember saying to
That's
Roy
cap.
that Menial is really the
the
best.
amount
deal.
of time
Yeah.
I tried to explain
Yeah.
everyone that Maldini could not sell Donnarumma.
Well,
I
that's
remember
different.
exactly because people were crying about Donnarumma leaving for free. The only one I remember was I think Rajon has the same theory I have that you don't need the best goalkeeper in the world to win a title. You need a solid goalkeeper. So even if Donnarumma, let's say at that time, was the best goalkeeper in the world, still you don't need the best goalkeeper in the world. You need a good,
Mm,
solid goalkeeper.
In my opinion,
I
we
gotta
got the
correct
best
you.
goalkeeper in the world.
I gotta
Yeah,
correct you, Larry, because
even
I
better.
was telling Roy from the get-go that at Leo he had the best stats of all the top
True.
leagues.
Nathan knew him really. Larry just
No,
capped
I
really
remember
badly
we
right now.
talked about Menial
Exactly.
said that he was great.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
Roy,
I
Roy,
remember.
Roy,
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 that
Roy,
summer,
right,
the
right
previous
when,
summer,
right
I
when Magnan
remember,
joined.
man. I remember everything. I remember.
Guys,
No,
Larry
Roy,
is lying on a lot of you
I
guys.
have lives, man. I
No,
have
no, no.
lives.
Roy,
Larry, you're right about me. You're talking about me, I agree, but a lot of people were not saying that.
A
So,
lot of people were saying that. I
Roy,
remember that.
right when Magnan joined, I remember doing a live with you and Peter Shoup or something, and we talked about Magnan for the whole thing and how Donnarumma was not everything and how Donnarumma leaving was taking away from the spotlight of a great goalkeeper that Magnan is. So that's cap,
Anyway,
alert.
no,
anyway,
Larry,
I'm gonna bring the lives. I'm gonna
Larry,
bring the lives.
but honestly
Next,
Bring the
speaking,
live, man.
the
next
people,
live, I'm gonna bring the videos. I'm gonna bring the videos.
Please do, because
Larry,
I'm gonna bring the
Roy.
videos.
I told Roy this. I told him.
yeah, like the people here on this panel today, aside from Hans, who was not with us back then, I think all three, Anwar, Nathan, and Saif, were pretty optimistic about Magnan. I was the only one.
Lard, I'll send you the live. I'll
I
send you the
will
live,
bring
Lard.
you. I will bring you the live. I will
I'll
bring
send you the
live.
link after this.
No, we did a lot of lives. No, you're not gonna send me the one in August after 2 games of Serie A. I'm gonna
No,
send
I
you
No,
told
one.
you from the
no,
beginning.
wait.
Don't be funny with
No,
me,
don't
man.
cut. Stop cutting.
Nathan,
Don't
Stop
try.
cutting. Wait.
Don't send me the one at the
Stop
end of
cutting.
August. I'm
Right
gonna go.
after.
I'm
Wait.
not
Right.
capping. I'm
Wait,
not copying.
no, you're
After
copying.
Donnarumma won the Euros,
No,
man, I'm gonna
no,
bring the
no, no.
live.
Stop
Yeah, that was
capping,
me,
man. Stop
Lard.
capping.
That was
No, no,
me.
no,
That
bring
was
one.
Roy.
I
That was
leave
That
Roy.
one.
was
That was
me,
No,
Roy.
no.
Lard.
I'm not
I
Nathan,
remember
for,
copying.
speaking with
Don't
Roy
even
about
try.
this.
No,
I
for
no,
remember.
no.
sure, for sure,
Yeah, I'm
Nathan,
gonna.
for sure, Nathan, for sure,
Don't
Nathan,
worry, Roy.
for
There is
sure,
live. We
Nathan
don't even
was.
need to talk about this. There is
No, no.
live. I'm gonna
I
bring that.
know for
Lad,
a fact that Nathan was
Nah,
very
nah, nah.
optimistic from day one, for
Lad,
sure.
Nah.
I did the live with Roy right after the season before finished. The one we finished second. So
No,
stop
no,
capping.
no. And safe, safe. Donnarumma was a PSG player. Signed the contract. I think on the before the quarterfinals or the quarterfinals of Euros.
Manyan joined right after the season.
Yeah,
Finished.
Magnan
The
Manyan
next
joined
joined.
after
day.
the
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
I'm
So
gonna bring you the live after Donnarumma wins the Euros, and you're gonna see what you guys have said about the Maldini, the
bring it
own
on. Bring
management,
it on.
the ownership. I'm gonna
Okay.
bring it,
All right,
and
all
you
right.
guys gonna say,
Hey, since you've made the accusations, it's on you to show the
"Yeah, I'm
evidence.
gonna show that. Don't
Lad,
worry, I'm gonna
management
show
is a
that."
different topic. Don't change it. Management is a different topic than
No, no, the management,
goalkeeper.
the
No, no,
management, no, no,
it's a different topic.
management
Different
decide
topic.
to
No, no,
management
no, no.
decide to tell Donnarumma to fuck off and to buy Magnan.
Okay.
Yes,
What the losing him on a free was bad,
yes,
but
yeah. Management
Manyan
decide.
coming, but
My,
Manyan
ma-
coming was amazing. You just opened a different topic. Please, let's move on. Let's move
no,
on.
no, I didn't open a different. No, that is a choice that the management
No,
made
Well,
as
let's
well.
move on, please.
all right. The chat wants us to keep on talking about football.
Yeah,
Guys, what? Anybody else wants to add something about Manyan? I mean, I think we all agree he's a legend.
I think Mignon has the highest clean sheet record with the least amount of games out of all the top goalkeepers.
I think in
And
2 years in a row. I think.
in fact, right now, that I think it might be maybe Ederson and whoever the Liverpool keeper is. I think they might have it, but I mean, most teams don't even get to shoot on their goal. So I think Mike probably has more saves and more crucial saves if you put that into consideration.
Okay. All right.
And of course, he has 2 months less of game time compared to everybody else.
Okay. Anybody else?
No.
Last call. Last call for Manyan, guys. Last call. Hans, did you say anything? Hans left. He didn't even want to hear this. He didn't even want to hear all this crap. Okay, Lart, it's on you to show the evidence. We'll get back to that in a later stream.
I'm happy to send the evidence. I'm happy.
All right, what about Daniela Maldini, guys? He had a little slice of the pie, but not much. He is the third Maldini to win a Scudetto. Cesare Maldini won a few Scudettos, guys. He didn't. He won like three, I think. Paolo Maldini won a bunch too. He won. Well, he won. How many did he win? I think he
I
won
think
5 or 6.
altogether it's like,
The Maldini family.
yeah.
Really, wow. But so Daniel Maldini, third generation. I'm going to put him as a champion, still a youngster. He had a little slice of the pie.
Yeah, I think all of us would put him as champion.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Wow, Christian Pesmino says great. Light, what do you say?
Champion, yeah.
Yeah, I think we all agree with that. Okay, guys, let's move on. Messias.
Interesting one.
Say, if you go first.
Damn. Like this is hard. If there was a category between great and epic, I would definitely put him there. But just for the reason, from his story, that he's a 30-year-old coming from a relegated Crotone, having missed a lot of the part of the season, coming clutch against Atletico, scoring two against Genoa, scoring some important goals. Yes, he did disappear, but we've all said before, not just me, that we needed to have like certain expectations from a 30-year-old former pizza delivery guy coming from Crotone. No, not an insult, not an insult, not an insult.
Fridge. He was delivering fridges.
Yeah, he was
pizzas.
delivering
Sorry,
fridge, you guys. You cannot feed the
I'm sorry.
family delivering pizzas, guys.
It wasn't an insult.
There's no
I'm
country
just
you can
I
feed
think
the family.
I think he's epic from the expectations we had. I think he's been great.
Okay. Okay.
Epic.
Okay. Light, what about you? What do you think?
Great. He can do way better than what he showed this season, in my opinion. He's an incredible player. I think he suffered a lot. I think players that comes for 1 year loan, they suffer a lot that pressure. They need to do well because they want that contract. I remember even Tonali suffered a lot the first year at Milan because he was on loan and he had to play well to get that final deal. So I hope we sign him so he can actually be more relaxed, have a 3 year contract maybe, and be a better player. So, but great, a great season anyway.
Okay. So far, Safe, you said epic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So far, one epic, one great. Let's go to Nathan next. Nathan, what do you think of Macias?
Um, I'm gonna go with Epic. I remember, I wasn't very, I won't say hyped about him, but judging from what you guys were saying from the beginning, I figured he would be more useful than certain names that we haven't gotten to yet. But I think he did a really good job if you consider his age and then consider the fact that he's coming to a high pressure team like Milan, and he got us important goals. So I'm gonna put him in epic.
All right. Okay. Uh, okay. Let's end with Anwar. So let's go with Hans. What do you think, Hans? Are you still here with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Where do you place Macias in in these categories?
Let me take a look. We put Florenzi on great. We did that.
Yeah.
Then Macias has to be great, I would say.
Okay. So
He
so you
scored a few
place him on great.
goals. He scored a few goals, but I don't know. His work rate
He can
wasn't
do better,
that
yeah.
great.
He can do better. Macias can do
Yeah.
more.
Okay. So I think
I
we
don't
have
know if
two
he can
great.
do better later. He's already at his peak.
No, he can do better. He can do better. I don't
Okay.
think he's completely, how you say it, adapt to the team and to the environment, to the Milanello, being playing for Milan. It's a big impact going from Crotone to Milan. It takes time.
Okay. Okay. So we have two greats, two epics. This is going to be up to me and Anwar right now. So Anwar,
For me,
go
it's
ahead.
epic. I was against the signing. I'm gonna be honest. I
Mm.
thought we missed out on the right winger on the summer mercato and in January. But when I looked at his background story, where he came from, starting as an illegal immigrant in Italy, and then playing professional football all the way to get to Milan and win a Scudetto, I think that's a legendary story, though. So for the money we paid and the expectations we had, a player we didn't know much about from Crotone, I think epic. His goals and assists were crucial for us for the Scudetto.
Well, guys, I'm sorry to say to the greats, but I'm gonna go with epic too. I think he had an epic season, especially because of his story, and he was very important in the games. He had some great moments. I'm not gonna say much, but I'm gonna say
But I
epic too.
get Layer's points though. I think Layer is fair enough to say he should do better, and I think if he does better, he's gonna end up with a really good right winger because he has the skills, dribble to pass. If he gets better with his vision and mental and choices mainly when it comes to the last 10 meters of the field, then you're gonna get a really good right winger.
Let's save Pioli for last. Okay, let's move on. Rebic, Rebic.
I can start with Rebic.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
At the beginning of the season, he was a legend. I mean, he was scoring at Anfield and he was scoring against Juventus. He was playing great football.
It was a solid
Eh,
striker.
yeah, but he just disappeared and he got injured and injured and injured. So he goes on the great, in my opinion. And it's
Okay.
not his fault. Injuries doesn't help you to train well and to be at your best.
I will agree with you. I'm gonna go with great also with Rebic. He could have had a legendary season, but I'm gonna go with great. Similar to Kjaer. Anwar, what do you think?
I agree with you guys. Same points.
Yeah,
I
Same
me
think,
points.
too.
yeah.
All right, so that's already great. Safe,
Do
Hans.
you think we should keep him or sell him, guys? I think that's the question.
If we can get 30 mil for him, sell him.
30?
Yeah,
No, we're not gonna
because
get 30.
How the
I
fuck
said
we
if
want? Sorry guys, we want to get 30 million from Rebic, but we don't want to pay 30 million for Zaniolo. What? Sorry guys, I'm sorry. How the fuck we think here?
yeah,
Roy,
but
I
you
help
don't
me
think
remember
we
out
can
here,
get
man.
30 on
How
Rebic, though.
people think here?
Hmm.
I mean,
Well, actually, I said it. I think the reason why Rigi is coming is because Rebic is leaving, but it's not a it's not a it's just a wild opinion. That's it.
I agree with you there a little
Yeah,
bit, Roy.
you
I
think
think,
so? Yeah.
yeah. I think because they have about the same role.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah.
Striker, between a striker and the left side.
Right.
That's what
Uh,
Rebic does.
yeah. Safe Hans.
I think he's great. He has started the season well, but after like the next months, he forgot how to play football, literally, and he was very disconnected from the rest of the team when he came on. So I think great is good.
Okay. All right, Hans. Last take. Go ahead. Are you
Maybe
with us,
music.
Hans?
No, he's not. I think he's busy.
All right. Okay. So let's just move on. Let's move on. Let's go to Romagnoli, guys.
I'm gonna start.
Can
All
you
right.
can you? Sorry, Roy,
Yeah. Yeah.
one
Yeah. Yeah.
second. Can you put Tataruzanu on the grate straight away, so we don't waste time?
You
Yeah, I
think he
think
was
so.
great?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
yeah.
did well when Magnan left. He did just one mistake
Similar
against
to Florenzi,
Fiorentina,
maybe.
but he was decent and he saved. So
I agree
he,
with that.
he
I
did the
agree with
Yeah.
job
that.
that a second goalkeeper should do, you know?
Okay. Everybody else agrees with that, or anybody wants to
Yeah,
contest that?
I
Yeah,
agree
yeah,
with
yeah,
that.
we agree.
I agree, I agree.
Okay. Yeah. So I agree with that. All right. Romagnoli, guys. Anwar, you wanted to start. Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't hate Romagnoli. I just think he does not have it right now for us to take it whatever we want to be. It is as simple as that. Some people have lows in their careers. I think this is the lowest of Romagnoli in terms of performance because I've seen a better Romagnoli last season, even 2 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago. And I think with Botman coming, probably he's leaving. But his mistakes this season were horrible, horrible. And I think him being injured, that's the key for Kalulu. That's
Yeah.
why he started playing because we didn't have like any other alternative. We just play Kalulu there, and I thank God. I don't wish him something bad, but I thank God that happened. To be honest with you, because if he played for the rest of the season, probably we're gonna finish second or third. I'm gonna tell
No,
you very
third, no,
frankly.
third, no, second. We stay
Maybe
second.
with Napoli, the 5 points, 6 points with Napoli,
Yeah,
with him
we
doing
were
mistakes,
really
would probably
leaking
go third.
goals bad, man. Like we were really leaking goals that we shouldn't have.
Bro, against Sassuolo, that the Berardi didn't even dribble him. I don't know. For me, champion, if it was lower ranking, I would give him that.
Okay. So you're gonna give him champion?
Yeah.
All right.
Same for
Okay.
me.
Same for you, Nathan.
Yeah.
All right. Safe.
Nothing to add. Fully agree with Anwar.
Okay. So we got three champions. Lyert, what do you say?
Great. It's still a good defender. It still helps us, you know. It's, I mean, being top of the table, you need to have at least four good center backs. Not you cannot have a champion. And I don't think he performed at the level of Gabbia because Gabbia is in there. He didn't perform at the level of Balotore and Bakayoko or Maldini. He performed better than them. So definitely he's great. I think you
Okay.
guys are being too harsh with him.
No, he's the captain. He should be starting even for
No,
Italy,
he's
not
the
even
captain.
Milan.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
the captain because there is a rule at Milan that says that the guy that has more games should
No, I
wear
get
it, but
it.
it's not because
But
he's the best
also
player.
he no, but also he got the captain because he was a really good defender. If he was
No,
a
no,
shit
no, no.
defender, we would sell
I'll
him right
explain you.
then.
I'll explain you what. I'll explain you what. He was a good defender in a Milan that was finishing sixth and seventh.
No, but he showed potential
He's
there.
playing. No, no,
Different.
no, no. He's playing for a Milan that is top of the table. He's still a good defender. He's just he's playing in a better team, and that's why it looks that
No, I
is
think player. I
weaker.
think
But
overall
he's
he
still a
got
good
very slow.
defender.
Honestly, I think he got very slow. Confidence zero. going to the against. I'm comparing Romagnoli with Romagnoli. I think his confidence there is a huge issue there because I watched Romagnoli from back then. He was going on some crazy tackles, taking every
Yeah,
risk.
Roman was definitely better.
Bro,
Yeah,
he was still slow, but he could still catch up to people.
Nah, man, you
Now
guys are
he's
talking. You guys are
his
talking about teams.
positioning.
We were
No,
conceding 45 goals a season, guys. What do you guys are talking?
his
What do you guys have seen?
positioning. His positioning has gotten worse.
Nah, you guys
It
are
has,
too.
and
No,
he
no, it's
doesn't.
not.
His
He's
positioning
still a
has
good
gotten worse,
defender.
and he doesn't. He doesn't
okay. We
understand
get
how
your
to
point
shuffle
there.
his feet and
I
stuff.
get your
So
point. Like he still played some games, but I think most of the games were not good.
No, no. Most of the games we won with him in the pitch, man.
Nah, bro.
Yes, if you
Yeah,
think at the
that's true.
game we lost,
We
if
did
you
win
think at the
most of
game
the
we
games.
lost, Romagnoli was not even playing on those games.
What, so solo we lost.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only game that Romagnoli starts and we lose. The other ones
But,
we don't lose.
wait,
I
did he not
remember he.
play against Fiorentina?
No, he didn't play against Fiorentina. Kier was playing against Fiorentina,
Here in Gabia.
and Kalulu was right back. That is on the legend in that table. So I think you guys are being too harsh. He's not at the level of the guys in the champion there. No chance. You
bro, we
you
bought him
cannot
for
convince
30
anyone that
million.
Romagnoli is at the level of Castillejo, Daniel Maldini,
I
Gabbia,
mean, Castillejo
Uh,
was more
to
useful
put it very
than Roman.
frankly,
no,
there
no.
I had much higher expectations of Romano.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but still, the great is
I
not a
don't
great
think
level. It's not an
I think
incredible
this
level in
is
this
worst
tier.
season ever with Milan.
Okay, guys, listen. This is
Like compare all his seasons with Milan. I think
this
this is the worst one I've seen from Romagnoli.
Oh,
guys.
Rejon is
This
here, guys. Rejon want to
Let's
intervene
agree to disagree.
this
about
is
Romagnoli.
this is Lart's opinion, and he thinks that you
Oh,
guys have bad opinions. So what you gonna do?
okay, so we'll move on. So we're doing
we talk
majority
it through.
rules. So
No, no, no. My thing is, you guys are telling me that Romagnoli had the same season of Bakayoko.
Okay, okay. Let's move on, guys. Let's move
I
on.
don't think so.
So
Rejon is here. Rejon wants to say something.
does he
Rejon.
want to say something?
No, I just want to appear in the screen.
all right.
He's gonna do a face reveal, guys.
I,
He's gonna do a face
oh,
reveal.
oh yeah, guys. Today is the face reveal live. Yeah, that's right. Listen, we have two champions and one great. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see who wins.
We lost against Napoli though.
Which one? The one we
Yeah,
won or the one we lost?
the one we lost. Him. It was him as well in the left. The goal they scored.
No, that was Tonali, unfortunately. The on the corner, yeah, the corner goal.
I want to go next. Romagnoli.
Legendary.
No. Romagnoli is a player that I have a lot of respect for. I think he's getting paid
Can you
way
guys
too
hear me?
much. Yes.
Yeah, Rejon.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, man. No, like, yeah.
We lost you.
Almost like a DJ, like he's queuing now.
Okay, let me just finish. Look, I agree
Sorry,
with
the thing-
Laird. Hold on, Red John. Hold on.
Come in again. Get out and
in
come in, man.
Yeah. I agree with what Laird said, but because of this season, I'm gonna give him champion. But I agree with everything Laird said, and I don't agree. I don't agree with Anwar and with Nathan. I agree with Laird, but this season I'm gonna give him champion. But I agree with you, Laird. I agree with everything you said.
I don't think we're saying he's a
Thanks,
bad
Roy.
defender. He just wasn't very good this year.
But no, it didn't have such a bad season, man. Romagnoli played a lot of games. If he had the season, you guys are thinking we're not winning the Serie A. It's
No,
simple
but
as
Laird,
that.
can you
He
give
played
me
a lot of games.
can you give me a worse season than this for Romagnoli
But
throughout his career?
the best season he had, we were finishing fifth, Anwar. So
No, but
if you
we're
if you
judging his
see it,
performance with the team as well.
but that's a thing,
He
man.
was the first starter to
the
go
moment
in as being the last starter. of the
Anwar,
team.
the moment we see Romagnoli not being good enough is the moment that Milan is challenging for Scudetto, second and first place.
No, but Lair, all I'm saying, you can't go
So,
from captain and starter of the team to not being the fourth pick as a CB of the team.
but again,
That's
I'm
a
not
low
putting him on.
stretch, man. That's like
I'm not
a
putting him
very
on a
high low.
legend. Anwar, I'm not putting him on a legend.
I get it. I get it.
Believe me, if you played 15 games with Balotelli on the left, you don't win Serie A. But you played 15 games with the Romagnoli as a centre back, and you finished the Serie A with 86 points. It's not so bad, guys. That's what I'm
But I think
saying.
we won because
I
he
think
didn't play the last games.
But
no.
yeah,
I
that's
listen,
I agree with that. But when
guys.
until he played, we were there challenging for the Scudetto.
Guys,
It's
summing
not
up
so bad.
Romagnoli, I think he's a good defender. But I think he doesn't work well with our formation. I think with a team like Atletico or another team, he would do very well. That's it. Let's agree to disagree.
So
But I'm not.
Let's move on.
The
who,
topic here is not to renew him. The topic is to judge his season. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
okay, guys. So we have three champions, one great. Who didn't go yet?
I think Hans.
I don't even. I think Hans is not
He's
available.
not involved. Red John, do you want to try again?
Did Nathan? Did you say?
You say
I
champion.
said champion.
Oh, safe. You said.
I want to change my vote to great.
Okay, so two greats, three champions. Red John, you are the tiebreaker. Go ahead.
Red John, get a better internet,
Mamma
man.
mia, Red John. Red John, you
Dang,
talk
dude.
shit about Red Bird and you can't even fucking. Oh, mama.
Get a job, man, and get a proper
But
internet, man.
can, can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me
Yeah,
Yeah,
now?
man.
I'm going back
Put
to
some coins on that machine, man, on an internet machine. Go for it, man.
It's not even the internet, it's the fucking headphones. Like, I don't know what's going on with my headphones. They're going like
Oh,
fucking
okay.
crazy.
So buy a better
now it's
one,
good.
man.
Now it's good. Now it's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. So listen, Romagnoli deserves better than this shit, okay? Romagnoli deserves at the very least great.
Wow,
Minimum.
3-3. 3-3. First time. First time. We have a tie. So this goes to the chat, I guess.
Yeah, do actually one for Romagnoli.
We need the chat to be involved. They deserve to choose a player at least.
Chat.
That's the captain. They're gonna choose the captain of the team.
Chat, you're the tiebreaker. Give me some greats. Give me some champions. What do you guys think? Oh, we have champion. We have one champion.
I'm giving Romagnoli great.
Oh, he took it from the chat. He took it from the chat.
Oh wow.
Oh no, Antonio's gonna come
Yo,
in
like,
now.
how-
Fuck it, Antonio's
But
gonna come
honestly,
in now.
guys, honestly, like Romagnoli, it's not that he got worse. The level of the whole team got better. Romagnoli was our absolute best
No, but
teammate
he really
when
got
when
worse.
when the times were hard. Okay, and even this year he had good appearances. It's not like he
No,
was
but
bad. It's just
compare
that
him to his
Tomori
own level.
and Kalulu. No man, his own level looked good because he was surrounded by trash players.
You can't just make up the argument he was good.
But then he
because
should
the
have
Of course I
others
gotten.
were
He
can.
should
trash.
Of
have
course I
gotten
can
better
because
then.
he was finishing sixth and fifth.
But then he
No,
should
Now
have
we
gotten
didn't
better.
leave.
I'm telling you, just look at him 1-on-1 3 years ago, 2 years ago. That's a different Romagnoli.
Yeah.
No man, we got
Yeah.
scored by the goalkeeper, man. Fucking hell, guys, we're talking about this. The
Yeah,
goalkeeper
exactly.
from Benevento scored a goal in the
No, but
last
that
minute.
happens once in 100 years.
Oh man, let's. And another thing is, we're not saying that Romagnoli is a legend or an epic season. He had a great season. That sounds bad when you say great because and the tire maker they are all amazing, even a champion. But great clearly here means an average or an okay season.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway,
what does it
anyway,
mean?
great one. So we have to accept that. Okay, guys, let's move on to another player. And thank you, Chad, for your involvement. Let's go to the next player, who I'm sure there's going to be a lot of shit talking here.
For me,
Solomon.
Is
The
that
salad
epic?
makers. Yes.
Epic, yes.
Yes. I've been waiting on this.
Let's go. Let's go.
Can
Can I go
Champion.
first?
Champion.
I think
Place
I
him in,
deserve to go
bro.
first on this.
Bro, don't wait. Don't even put him on the list. Don't even put him on the list. Not even champion. I don't care. No,
Epic.
no, 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 no.
Epic.
I think
And
I deserve to
I
go
want to say
first.
my opinion, and after I'm not gonna intervene.
No,
I'll put him
I
in
think-
epic.
I think I should go
Because-
first, Larry.
What?
I'll put him in epic because the team without him was kind of not functioning properly on the high press.
Good point.
And I remember Messias was not delivering that level of high press that we needed. Actually, Selemakis played a lot of the games at the end. I think he played like 4 games in a row at the end. And we were scoring a lot of goals on pressing the opposition and actually them making a mistake and us getting the goal. So I think it's really important for Pioli's game. He's a youngster. I'll put him on the epic. If he had a good season, he would be a legend.
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
I'm going to go
Right.
next. I'm going to go next because I don't have anything else to add to what Laird said. I agree 100% with what he says.
Right,
You
right.
guys
And
Listen.
are
Here's
absolutely
how things
mental.
stand. Okay, things are very easy. In front of the goal or as an attacking winger, Castillo is a lot worse than Champion. Okay, a lot worse. Like
It,
it's not worthy to be on the same level with Bakayoko, Samo fucking Castillo, and all these legends of the game, right? But as a defender or as a guy you put there because he runs a lot, he could be worthy of being in the same level with Bakayoko and Baloture and Daniel Maldini, legends of the game, right? For me, champion, and he deserved it. Well played.
wow, dude, this
Yeah.
probably
Yes.
the worst take of the day
Yes.
so far.
Well,
Go
no,
hey
ahead,
no.
guys,
Nathan.
Can I?
hey
Can I
guys, hey
go? Can I
guys.
go?
Yeah, Nathan,
Yeah,
go.
Nathan,
I have
go.
to leave really quick.
Antonio, you messed up. You lost your. I know what you're
Who
gonna say, but
who put him
you
who
lost.
put him in great? Who the hell put him in great? I want to know.
The
I
chat.
gotta know.
The
The
chat.
chat.
No, Hans did.
Are you serious?
Well, also,
Have
the
you
chat will
seen our
send me more.
defensive
Oh,
record
yeah,
with
which one?
him versus without with other defenders?
Antonio,
It's
you
crazy.
lost the train on that one,
You
my
guys are
friend.
delusional. I'm
If you
actually
were
very
here, Antonio, we would have won it, but you were not.
Yeah.
son of a Roy. If this is your fault, I swear. Did you put him in great?
Democracy, guys. You
No,
want me
actually,
to?
I said champion.
Fascist Roy.
Ga-
Fascist Roy. Put him
No,
in
no, no.
champion right
I
now.
said champion, but the democracy won today. If you want me to be a dictatorship, I don't want to be a dictator today. I don't feel like it.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, we're talking about salad makers, Antonio. So,
Protest.
um, Nathan.
Saelmakers deserves a great because he plays a good amount. That's my opinion. That's my vote. Adios, guys.
All right. Okay. So far we have two epics on the salad makers. We have one champion. Nathan, you are up. Go ahead.
What you have two champions
No,
and
one.
two
No.
epics so far.
Who? Did Nathan? Did you say your thing?
No, I haven't said
No,
anything yet.
Antonio just did.
Oh,
Antonio just did.
Antonio. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Right. You forgot, right?
But he left already. It doesn't count. Let's go.
He said great, though. He didn't
He
Antonio
say
said
said
champion.
great.
great.
He said great. Yeah.
Uh,
Nathan.
Nathan, go ahead.
man, he's definitely nowhere near epic, and he's lucky that I'm even gonna put him in great.
Ooh, maybe he's gonna
He's
be epic, Roy.
no,
Wow.
he's lucky that I'm even. He's barely making great.
Nathan, don't
Only
split
for
the vote, man. Don't split the vote. What are you doing?
bruh,
Well said, Oli. Good point by
bruh.
Oli.
It, Salamakers in every aspect of I won't say every aspect of the game because he's really a right back. But because he plays on the right wing, that's what I got to judge him on. And he is horrible in everything except for his pressing. And I do rate the pressing very highly because we can't really, our offense kind of looks like garbage when we don't press as a unit. And I do consider that very important. His defending has been shit. His crossing has been shit. He might as well not even shoot the ball, even if he's in front of goal. He's better off
Damn.
passing it.
Jesus, guys.
He
How
cannot
we
score
talk?
with his
Are we?
hands, man.
Bro, no, Larry, Roy,
If you
Roy,
give
come
him
on,
the
Roy,
ball with
Roy,
his
I
Roy,
want,
hands,
Roy, Roy.
he's
guys.
gonna
I want to
miss. He
say
won't
something.
score.
I want to
No,
say something. I
Roy,
want to
it's too late. You already said something, Roy. It's too
go.
late. You can't,
Okay, finish, Nathan. Finish. Go ahead.
Roy, the guy is skying the ball over in a 1v1 against Napoli when at that moment in the season, we fucking we needed that goal so that way we had leverage. Because obviously we didn't know how this season was going to pan out, but at
Well,
that moment in time, we
oh
really
my
needed
God.
Mamma mia,
that
ragazzi.
goal. So
Okay.
But
he
Leonard missed
only gets
a
great.
sitter as well later on
Guys,
in the
break me
season.
free, please. I want to go. Break
No,
me free.
Okay.
no,
Okay. So where do you put him, Nathan? Where do you put
great.
him?
That's it. It's as high as I can get it.
Oh,
It's
really?
great.
Okay,
Yeah, I
that's
said
not bad.
great. I said great.
All right. So two greats, two epics, one champion. Let's leave safe for last. Anwar, go ahead.
For me, Sunmakers, for the price we got him for like 7 million, I think.
Yeah. Or
For me,
four.
that's gonna be. If we put, I think this comments, I agree with it. If we put Krunic there, we should put Salon Makers there. But also, I think Salon Makers can do much better I think Krunic played as much as he can, as best as he can. But Salamakers, I think he can do even better. So that's why I'm not gonna give him epic. So I'm giving him great.
Ooh, Laerts.
Y'all's wet dream is not going to happen of putting him in
Laert.
epic.
Guys, I just want to say
You
something
just
before.
give up on it.
I just want to say something before Safe goes. I was watching this video on YouTube that was from the Curva Sud, so like live, not a TV. It was there, and you could hear all the people. Everybody in the Curva Sud loves Salamakers, guys. They were clapping for him, they're singing for him. So there's a lot of capping going on here for Salamakers.
And they were clapping for Bakayoko too. We fucking won the title. Everyone getting clapped.
No.
Yes,
Because he
yes,
was doing a lot of good stuff. A lot of people don't see it. Anyway,
Roy, I said I like the pressing. I'm glad. Like I rate his pressing
but
very highly.
But his possession game is very good too. You're not rating that.
His possession game is only good because he doesn't take a chance on a one-on-one with the player he's up against. So of course his possession is going to be good when all you do is play safe.
Guys, incredible. I feel. Oh my God.
Mike
Anyway,
Mignon has more key passes than Solomon.
Let's go to Safe. Safe, go ahead.
Okay, so where should I start with this guy? Since he joined the club in 1920, in 3 seasons or 2 seasons and a half, 4 goals and 4 goals and 7 assists.
Almost 100 years ago. Sorry.
Yeah, for a right winger. Since then, for a right winger, 4 goals, 7 assists. Guy can't cross the ball well, can't finish, isn't the fastest, gets dropped like a bitch every time touches him. Seriously, I mean, listen, if he was a right back, if he was playing as a right wing back in a different formation, I would not go this far. But
Yes.
he is our right winger, and he's shit as a right winger. Let's be honest here. We can talk we can talk all we can about his pressing game. Oh, he loves the club. Oh, he fights for the club. I see many games where he does weird shit, like flicks and tricks and weird passes that just don't come off. Every time he shoots the ball, it's like he's shooting birds in the sky. So he's a champion. Seriously, he's a champion. I'm sorry. I respect that he loves the club, but he's a champion.
Laert, me and you are going to be defending him all season next season. It's going to be the
I
same
know,
thing
man.
all over
That's
again.
fine. No, you know what? No, Roy. They're gonna tell us in a year. I told you that he was good, man. I
Bullshit.
told you. There is no life. That's what
Bullshit.
they're gonna tell us. I never said he was shit, man. I always told you he had potential. He would have become a
Bullshit.
great player, man.
And matter of fact, you know what? I was actually being really fucking nice to Salamakers. Fuck it, put his ass in champion. I changed my fucking.
No, too late.
Laert, wait. Sorry, Nathan, Laert.
That was way
Laert.
too fucking nice.
Wait, Laert, you just... Guys, wait. Laert, you just said that Salamakers has the potential to be a great player. What gives you that sentiment? What shows you that he has the potential to be a great player?
The evidence, actual evidence.
I cannot explain. I
Doesn't
tried.
matter.
Safe. I tried it so many times to explain it to
No,
the child or whatever.
Evidence.
Explain.
Evidence.
Guys,
please.
Salamakers can score a hat trick in a Champions League final, and you guys will still be talking about his miss against Napoli.
He's not going to be here long enough for that, Roy.
Anyway,
He's getting sold in the summer.
Anyway, it's a tiebreaker because we have 2 champions, 2 great, and 2 epic, right?
Yeah.
So it goes down to the
I
chat.
changed it.
No, too late.
No.
No, he can change.
We
He
let
can
other
change.
people
He can change.
Too
We
late.
let other
Champion.
people change it.
No,
We let
no,
other
too
people change, and
Too
so
late.
now it's my turn. I'm changing my answer.
Laert, you decide. Can
No.
No.
I will
I'm
not
not
accept
deciding.
Salamakers
I'm
being
not
epic or
deciding.
great.
I'm not deciding.
Okay,
I will
I
not-
got guys, no change. It goes down to the chat.
Bullshit.
Is it my turn yet?
No.
Oh, Hans is a tiebreaker.
No.
because-
Oh my
Can I
gosh.
say something before I say something?
No.
Go ahead.
I think Hans voted. Anyway, we should put an average.
did?
If two, did you vote? No, I think not. But if it's like 2 champions, 2 great, and 2 epic, should go to great. No, the average
No.
should be in the
But,
middle.
No.
but Hans, we're still missing Hans. Hans can be the tiebreaker here.
Hans, anything but champion, I'll be disappointed.
Go ahead,
Oh,
Hans.
you know I like
Look at the chat.
Salamakers.
Look at the chat.
Let's
It's
go.
still champion.
champion.
I don't know.
Paul, I'm so disappointed in you, Paul. Oh my god.
No.
Guys,
And,
please.
and,
Salamakers
I think
gets
he's great
it's
though.
tough.
I
It's
don't
either
think he's a
epic or great
champion.
for me.
No, I think he's. I
Um,
think he
pick
can
one.
still
I think
develop.
his level did drop after the renewal, honestly, and you know he could have done a lot better, obviously, and I think he did better probably last season. So
Okay.
I'm gonna give him.
Epic.
Oh man, but I really prefer him over Messias though, starting honestly.
So go for it.
So
Go
how
for
how
it.
can we give Messias epic and Salamakers great?
Yeah,
That doesn't make
exactly.
any sense to
Because
me.
I gave great to Messias, and people are giving champion to Makers, and I don't like
I
that.
gave great to Messias also.
Yeah,
I mean,
and people are giving
Macias actually
epic.
came in and scored important
All right,
goals
well,
for
I
them.
Don't
gave Messias
focus on the
great because
goals,
that's what I
man.
feel like he is, and Salamakers, I guess, would get the like low tier epic, I guess,
Guys,
because
real
he is the
quick, check
starting
this
right
out.
winger for me, and we won the
Real,
freaking Scudetto with him
Yeah.
wait, what?
real
because
Someone
he.
said someone said Salamakers improved this season. He has 1 goal and 3 assists, man.
No,
What the
he did
fuck?
not improve. The last season he was helping out Calabria way more.
Last season
exactly.
he was good.
I
He had
want
two
to
goals, 4 assists.
I want to remind the haters that Pioli chose Salamakers to start in the most important games of the season, the last games.
So,
No, but he
so
also
basically,
Macias was also more
what you
crucial.
guys are saying is that Diaz should be at the champion position, right?
No, I like the
Diaz is
season of
great today.
Makers, man.
Yeah, Diaz is great. Yeah.
I
Uh,
think Diaz,
Red John,
Salamakers, same shit,
Red
same
John.
story.
I always said the entire season, Pioli should start Makers because Makers
Me
has
too.
more energy than Messias. He knows the pressing system that Pioli
I'm
wants,
sorry, but
and
Dyer,
and
just
we
because
always
Pioli
play
did in
better
the
when
end,
Makers is on the pitch.
but
Why
Dyer,
was
just because Pioli did that in the end, does not mean that that's the reason why. Because he is
no, no, no,
better
no,
or
no,
he is
no,
worse. Because
no,
if
no.
that's the case, then we should put Krunic a lot higher than Diaz, not
No, no,
just
listen
one
to me. I
stage
didn't
above.
say that Pioli choose him. There was a moment in the season that Pioli chose Messias and we were struggling a lot. You
But
guys
we were still
remember
scoring
exactly.
goals.
Anyway,
No, no, no. Actually, no, no. We actually was scoring on 1 goal, or we were having been like with Cagliari these games that we were doing 0-0s a lot.
Yeah, but
There was a moment that people started to say, actually, let's bring Salamakers back. And the last 4 games Salamakers played, and we
yeah,
started to score a lot of
we
goals.
started to
But
score a lot of goals.
in
And
in the
remember,
last four
Laird,
games,
Laird,
Krunic played as well. So
Laird,
I
Yes,
think
and
it's because
Krunic
of
played as
Krunic,
well.
not because of
Where is
Salamakers.
Krunic? In which position is Krunic?
Epic.
epic.
Exactly. The players that help the team to play better should stay in that position, in my opinion.
And Laird, I don't know if in the chaos you said this, but remember how a lot of people here on this panel were saying Pioli should have all the attacking players attacking,
Yes.
and we were saying no, it should be high press because the high press
The
makes us score more.
the balance and the balance maker
Yeah,
meme came out and everything.
exactly. All 3 goals against Sassuolo were because of high pressing situations, and we
but
had
it wasn't
Krunic,
because of Salamakers.
and Salamakers on the field.
But was Salamakers even a part of it though?
Yes,
That's the
yes,
point.
of course it
Yes, he
was. Of
was.
course
He
So
it
was.
was.
Salamakers was one of the reasons why they turned the ball over.
Yes, absolutely.
Bullshit.
No, I think with Macias we were winning more games, guys.
No, we weren't.
Yeah.
We scored more. Well, not according to Pioli, guys. Not according to Pioli.
Wait,
No,
wait.
it
Who
is
gave the
according
assist?
to
Who gave the assist to Leao against Atalanta?
Messias.
Messias.
Damn, that's exactly. Macias
the
has
goal
been more
against
decisive.
the
After
header.
coming from the bench,
But
Yeah,
he
but
still
we
played.
wasted 70. We wasted 70 minutes with
No,
Salamakers.
Ah, you
we
see,
didn't waste
this is
70
where you
minutes.
guys
Stop
are
with
so
this.
wrong about that. So wrong about that.
I mean,
And
what did we do? What did we do the
I,
entire time?
I thank the whatever God that Pioli agrees with me and Laird, and not you guys. Yes, yes.
But
Anyway,
so
you
far
can
the
put
vote is for great.
Salamakers on great. I don't mind. It's just that is my point of what I see the performance of it. And Messias is epic. I put
What do you mean,
Messias
just you
on
and
great.
Laird?
Huh?
We have 3 epics. We have 1 great.
Wait,
And
3
we had
epics. Who put them in? What 3 people put them in epic?
me,
How the fuck
Hans,
can you
and
put
Laird.
Salamakers in Epic, man?
Oh, that's perfect.
Seriously.
So put
No,
Salamakers.
we have
Seriously.
Messias
4
is
greats,
Salamakers
man.
epic. Messias
Antonio
Salamakers
said
epic.
great. I
That's
said
it, Roy.
great. I think Nathan said great. Hans
No, I
said
changed it
great.
to champion. I changed it to champion.
Okay, Hans said great.
Can
So.
I,
No,
Roy?
I
Can I
say
say?
epic, but
Can I
he's
say?
like low tier
Can I
epic,
say
I would
something?
say.
Can I say
I don't know
something,
how
Roy?
Messias is
I
epic.
No,
want
no,
to
no,
add
no. It's
something
not
else.
there, Roy. It's not there, man.
I
No,
want to add
no, no.
something
We have
else.
3 epics and 2 champions and 1 great.
No, I
Roy,
said
I want to
No,
champion.
add.
man.
Sorry, Roy. I want to add something else. If you see the legend and the epic role, that is basically the starting 11 of Milan most of the time.
No, no. Hey, guys, I'm not. I'm being fair. Nathan changed to champion, so with
That's
two
three.
champions, two champions.
That's definitely three.
No, no, no. Who's the third champion?
It was
Oh,
Red
oh,
John,
Red John,
myself.
Red John, Red John left. Red John left. Okay, so 3 champions, 3 epics, 1 great. Okay, so it's a
And
tiebreaker.
Guys,
It's a tiebreaker.
yeah, but then you
if
go to the chat, and the chat is saying champion, so it's champion.
Okay, guys, one more time. Chat. Come on, let's give it to us. You're the tiebreaker. Don't
honestly,
disappoint.
I think both Messias and Salamakers should be in the same.
All
So
right, or let's give it to since you're the only one that says great. I don't want to give it to Anwar. I don't know.
but though, like I think even Messias, because when I think about it, even now, I think none of them. But I think about Messias' story though and his background and everything. That's different.
But what
That's
about
why I gave
Messias
him the vote.
Selemaker's story? A kid comes
Guys,
from
No, no,
Poland,
I
I'm saying
cannot.
I
great
gave
I
him the
cannot.
great.
Guys,
I gave him
winning
the
the
guys,
great.
title.
guys,
Nail.
I cannot give Salamakers
I
champion.
gave him the
I
great
cannot give him
because I
champion.
believe he can do much, much better than this.
So,
And I
but
think
listen what people say, man. They're putting Salamaker the same level of Bakayoko,
I can't do
no,
this.
no, no, no,
Balotelli,
I
no,
can't
no.
do this.
No,
Castillejo,
I
I
can't
Roy,
do
won't give it
this.
to
Roy,
you.
I
I
Roy,
can't
won't
do
give
you
it
this.
to
have
you.
to,
You guys,
Roy. This is
you are
fair.
I can't
haters,
do this.
man. You are
I
haters.
can.
Guys,
Come
guys,
on,
No,
guys. You
no,
are
no.
guys,
haters.
I can do
It's
this.
no.
not.
I can do
We have to
this.
That's
be
I
not.
fair.
cannot
That's
do this.
definitely
We
not true.
basically
He's
won the
not a
Serie A
have
with
to
champion.
10
be fair.
players, Roy.
We
We
have
won
to
the
be
Serie A
fair.
with 10 players.
We
Every
have
I
to be
can't do
fair.
that.
Sunday, we were playing with
Nathan
10
and
players.
No,
Come
Saif,
on.
Nathan,
no.
Saif, and
To
Rejon
be fair,
have had an agenda with Salamakers before the season even started.
Roy,
Come
So,
be
on.
fair, Roy.
no, but
Because we
Fair,
you're,
call out
Roy.
players who have
but
been
no,
performing terribly,
I
man.
cannot be fair when you are not being fair. You're
What
not
about the
being
chat?
fair.
What about the
No, I
chat?
was fair.
The
No, wait,
chat is like you
no,
guys.
come on, man. No, I was fair in the season before last, where I was begging the management not to sell him. When he plays like shit, you call him out. And he played like shit.
Exactly.
But he
That's not
didn't
hard.
play like shit. Safe. You cannot win the Serie A with a
Oh
player that
my.
plays like shit every
I
Sunday, man.
cannot give him
What
champion.
are you
I don't
guys are
think
It's
his
talking?
impossible.
his
Come
whole season
on,
was
We
shit.
man.
cannot
But
give him
We
champion.
I
won the
disagree with
Serie
you
A
here,
because of
Safe.
our left side player.
Can I? Sorry, guys. Can you visualize? Sorry, Roy. Can you visualize the two lines, legend and epic? The two. Look at the players. These are the players that started or came from the bench in almost every game. This was the core team that won the
There,
title. The legend and the
Guys, I
epic.
cannot give
this
him.
is a
Come
I
voting
cannot
on,
give him
guys.
system,
champion.
guys.
I
This
cannot
is
give
a
him
voting
champion.
system, and the
No,
vote has been cast.
I
So
cannot
now
give
you
him
have to
champion.
follow the rules that have been set in place.
Well, I
You
set the
know,
rules. I set the rules.
Well, then
I,
exactly follow the
I,
rules that
I,
you set in place.
I cannot give him champion, guys. It's impossible for me to give him champion. Impossible because so many of you guys just don't understand his role.
No,
And
but
you just
I've
don't
already
understand it.
told you.
You
I've
just
already
don't
told
get it.
you,
It
Roy.
doesn't matter
I've
what you
already
told. I
told
know what
you.
you told me, but you
What I
just
tell you?
don't
What I
understand
tell
it.
you? What I tell you?
Because you said because he's a right winger, but he's not being used as a right winger that the way you want him to be used as a right winger. So therefore you don't understand his role, and a lot of you guys in chat are making that same mistake. Therefore, I cannot give him champion because we are not judging him properly. It's unfair
So
to him, and it's so fucked up.
wait. So do
I
you
do
disagree
not.
with Pioli?
I I agree with Pioli with how he used them. Pioli agrees with me. He
So
doesn't agree with you. He doesn't agree with you. He agrees with me.
Pioli, but Pioli wants an actual right winger. He doesn't want a person who can't even fucking do the functions of a right wing. He
Excuse
wants an
me.
actual right winger.
Who started the last 3 games?
Oh my god!
And listen, and you guys are going to see that the way Pioli is going to win the Champions League is with high press. He's going to need high press players. You're going to see that. I cannot put him in champion, guys.
Well,
Nobody.
Roy, it's not up to you, Roy. It's up to the majority.
Yeah, and the majority are not. I don't want to say bad words, but guys, if I cannot publish this because if Salamaker sees this and he's gonna no, it's so unfair. It's so unfair.
Hey, it
So
is what
unfair.
it is. When people play bad, you call them out. When they play good, there was a
But
few games.
no,
where
no, no. But
I said Salamakers did a
again,
great job.
again,
But guess what?
people
For
are
the majority of the season, he did
people
not
are
do a great
people
job.
are calling him bad because they don't understand football, one, and because they don't understand how he's being used. You guys
Roy.
play FIFA and you want to have players that do dribbles and blah
No,
blah
man,
blah.
he's a winger who misses open goals and doesn't know how
No,
to shoot the
no,
ball.
no,
Come
no,
on.
no, 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 no. He's not a winger.
Exactly.
He's not a winger. He wasn't born a
Oh,
winger. He was not born a winger. He was
Well, that's too
adapted to
damn
that.
bad, Roy.
He was
That is too
he was
bad.
adapted to that role for the high press. And the thing
Okay,
that you
he's
got
played there for 2
and
years.
No,
his
can
job
I?
his job as a high press player is epic. The motherfucker got us helped the team get into the Champions League, and the motherfucker helped the team win the Scudetto. What the fuck do you guys want more?
Messias did more.
No, he played the entire first half of the season.
Guys,
Messias was always
Guys,
injured.
guys, Velasquez.
Messias
Oh
did
my
more.
god.
Last,
guys.
Guys,
Messias goals and assists.
I just want to say something.
Nathan.
Bro, you gotta give it to me now. You gotta give him a great rating.
The most important game of the season against Sassuolo, Messias didn't even play. Salamakers played, and then Florenzi came in for him.
Right, just come to the average and put it at great. We're not gonna agree. Just put him at great.
No, you know what? It's not even anymore. Roy, can I say something? It's not even about the tire thing. I don't even care about this thing now. You guys cannot. Champions means shit. Bakayoko, Balotelli had a shit season. You guys cannot even think that Milan won the title playing one of the 11 players that was a shit player. You cannot even. You guys are nuts. You need to recover.
I'm sorry.
In some,
Yeah,
some
you guys
hospital.
need to go to
You guys
need
are,
to
you
go to
need
an
some
asylum,
good
mental
ones.
asylum.
Almost
Because you
positive
cannot think that
Salamakers-
Milan wins the Serie A with 10 players on Sunday.
almost positive Salamakers
No, come on.
usually
guys.
had the lowest,
You
some
guys
of the
are
lowest ratings almost every game.
Well, no, okay, prove that. Show us the documentation.
I'll have to go and look, but don't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
surprised.
So go and
if
look,
Guys.
it's the lowest ones.
Guys, the thing about just put him. If you want to talk about numbers, all you think he has 2 goals. No, in the league he has 1 goal this season, and his assist number has decreased by 1 goal as well.
And Red John came in and then he left. Like, why should we even count his vote?
Yeah, he didn't vote the other ones, by the way. Let's make it a bit.
Nah,
He didn't vote the other ones.
hey, that doesn't matter. He came in for the player that he came in for.
Let's give him great, Roy. Let's give him great. I know it's shit. Let's give him great and fuck.
Let's come in between. Yeah.
Incredible, guys. Incredible. So unfair. So unfair.
It's
It's
not,
so
man. I
unfair.
said great though.
Yeah, but nobody should be saying champion. Nobody
that's the thing.
nobody
that
that
upsets,
understands
man.
football
No,
should
I
be
don't
saying
think he should
champion.
be champion.
They think that he had the Balotelli season, man. That's what
I don't
that
expect him though,
irritates
to
me,
be
man.
like
a lot.
Salah or something, though. But I get it. He's still young. He's developing.
I don't know.
Listen to what he didn't contribute nothing important. Like what
It's,
the fuck?
it's going to be hilarious when we get a real right winger, and then Salamaker sees almost 0 games.
Nathan, what about we don't
Because a
buy
real
any right
a
wing this
real
season
winger
and we win it
is
again
going
with
to impress.
Salamakers?
I really want to see what
We're
if
getting a
the
real
opposite
winger.
happens.
We're getting an actual winger.
I really want to see what happens.
We're getting a
when-
winger. We're getting.
I really
Okay,
want to
okay.
see what happens.
Okay, Nathan, we're
if
getting the
opposite
winger.
happens.
But if we don't get
And
a
then-
right wing and we win again the title with Salamakers, what are you going to say?
But
We're
that's what
getting
happened
a
this
right
season.
winger.
That's what happened this season. Salamakers played more games than Messias, by the way. I think we looked at that.
We went and got Messias.
Yes, because Messias wasn't fit at all when he came.
Was injured in the beginning.
What the fuck?
Okay. There you go.
You know what, Roy? You know, Roy, a year ago, they were laughing at us when we said we can win the Scudetto with Krunic and Salamakers. We did it. Like, no, AC Milan did it. So, I guess I can understand if somebody says great, because it's in that gray area, Florenzi, Messias, Diaz,
I think even Messias
Salamakers,
should be in great.
Rebic. It's in that gray area. You can like it, you cannot like it. But champion, man, look at the people that are in the champion title. Man. Come on. That's hard.
Yeah, it's
hard.
nonsensical. It's absolutely nonsensical.
I get that some people want a better right winger. I agree with that. I agree with the fact that we should get a better right winger, but I don't agree with the fact that he should.
No, impossible. Impossible to
I'm
say
judging
that.
him on. I judge him on the position that he plays. I judge him on the
Yeah,
position.
but even in that position,
I don't
like
care
some
what
people
he's
would
supposed to
say.
be. That's it.
but you judge him
Bro,
on,
bro,
on
But
the
this team,
if his only attribute,
but going
if
by
his
this
only
logic,
attribute is
Nathan,
press, I'm sorry. That's
going by this logic, even Leao's numbers are not enough because normally a right winger or left winger should be around 30 goals contribution, and he's not.
yeah, good point.
Because
no,
the whole
no,
team Milan, the whole
no.
Yeah,
team
very
That's a
good
good
scores.
point.
point. That's not a good point. That's not a
Vinicius
good
has
point.
40 goal
That's not a good
contribution.
point.
It
You know
is a
how
good
hard
point.
Vinicius
it is
has
to
a
get to that
40
level?
goal
Out
contribution.
of, out of the top,
Vinicius,
I want to just say
Vinicius.
this, Roy. Out of the top 12 scorers in Serie
Guys,
A, there
guys,
is
give me
no
one
Milan
second.
players.
Sorry, guys, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Yeah,
2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'll be right
Giroud,
back.
11 goals, legend.
Ibra, 8 goals. Rafael Leao, 14, I think. Like, no one is close to the top 10. But still,
Kalulu
the
played
whole
half
team.
season, legend.
That's why I don't
Yeah,
rate them
but you
just
got to
on the
remember,
stats themselves.
yeah, yeah, but you got to remember that it's not just of the player stats; it's how we play as well. A large chunk of the season, our game tactic was hope that Leao could do something crazy or launch it up onto Giroud. That was our game tactic. If that is what you're going to do all season, you're not going to have a player who's going to be in the top scoring charts because you don't play enough football on the ground.
But
How,
that's
how do
not the
you
champion
give
level,
That's a
though.
Krunic
Like,
fact.
the way
ethics
he
but
That's a
plays,
not,
fact.
that's
and then you
you're
give
just telling to
Salamakers
me
great?
like he's basically like not even a Milan player, and I think he's better than many of the right backs we had over the last 11 years.
The issue that I have with
It's
Nathan,
just people are expecting the right goal to have a player like Leao on the other side. I get it. I want that too. Like I've been always
But
saying that we
I
should get.
don't
expect the winger
expect.
to I expect the winger to be useful to the team.
This is the problem. This is why I cannot agree with Nathan because he doesn't see it. And the thing is that the problem with Nathan is also he's saying I expect this player to do this, but it's not what you expect. It's how the coach uses the players. We can say whatever we want, but
Right.
it's at the end of the decision, the coach makes those
Do you
decisions.
think, Nathan, if you ask right now Pioli, you tell him, "Are you very happy with Makers?" He would definitely tell you, "I'm very
He's
happy with
gonna say he's
Makers, but I
the
want to
reason why I
him to
want
get better." That's
because
what
he's
we've
the
been saying
coach.
as well. But do you think
I
he can
won't
get
ask the
better?
coach that because he's gonna defend.
No, no, no.
We,
But
we gotta move
do
on.
you think he can get better, Nathan, as a player?
In terms of what?
Of whatever you want to think, mental strength, physical strength, technical strength, tactical understanding, vision, whatever, experience. Do you think he's gonna grow?
I mean, if you're gonna go by that, every single player can improve on that.
No, but
Nobody.
I'm speaking only about South America. Like, no, I'm not assuming everyone is
Of
gonna do
course,
that.
of course he can, bro. Because everyone has the potential to get better in anything that they
And you
do.
see a better potential for Salamakers, like getting really a better winger there than what he actually shows right now. Imagine if he gets that other part of his game better, like Leao did not have in the past.
Is
Leao
this
was
is
lacking too.
this conversation is when at the in the late I don't know 90s, beginning of 2000 is like asking Crespo or Inzaghi to play like Ronaldo or Shevchenko.
No,
They are
that's
both
Oh my
strikers,
god.
but they have
That,
a different type of game and they provide to the game a different solutions.
yeah,
You know
and
I'm not gonna be upset to
We've had
Inzaghi.
this argument
No,
all season, you guys.
exactly. I'm not gonna be upset to Inzaghi because he's not dribbling three players and
yeah.
doing a Rabona in front
But
of the
guess what
goalkeeper.
Inzaghi did? Inzaghi had the most fucking goals in the Champions League. So don't use
Yeah,
that as an example.
after the
because
facts, after the facts,
Yeah,
but
but
that's
even
a,
still, he wasn't the best dribbler, so don't use that as an example.
guys.
Inzaghi had more goals in the
All
Champions
this
League
stuff
than
that I'm
Alvin
hearing, all this stuff that I'm hearing about Salamakers is
but
exactly the
I'm
same what I used to hear about Ambrosini, Gattuso. That these guys were
Bro,
shit. They are nothing.
no.
Exactly the same
Ambrosini
shit.
didn't just
yes, Gattuso was
Ambrosini
not
and
providing
Gattuso
the
play.
no Nathan.
They
Gattuso was
know
not
more than
providing
I'm
the
sorry.
game of Iniesta
Oh
or
my fucking
Guti.
god.
Exactly.
They
Gattuso
are
was
not
not
the
playing
same
like
fucking
Guti,
players. Gattuso
Gattu-
is a ball winner. He's a game disruptor. Same
and
thing with
and that's what
Ambrosini.
Salamakers does.
Yeah, you
Gattuso.
play those up front nowadays.
Winger.
Sometimes.
Nathan, Gattuso was not good like Makelele with the ball.
Oh my god.
Defensive
Where?
midfielder, both of them. Makelele was good with the ball, Gattuso not. Come
No,
Oh
on,
my
to
Nathan.
god.
answer you very, very quickly, Nathan, I think even for him to
I can't
be
even answer them. I can't even answer them. Anytime I
no,
try to
but
answer them, they just
Nathan,
start talking.
just to put some credits on Makers, he got called up for Belgium. There, like even if you get called up to the international team, even as a sub, at that age, it means you have some kind of potential for your national team as well, you know? And I think he has the same for Milan. And I think the fact also that he loves the club and fights for it on the field, like
Did he get called up
maybe
during the Euros?
no, but
After getting
Euros
second
last
place with
season,
AC Milan, did he get
but
called up to the Euros?
no, but listen to me. It's like telling me Theo was called up for France last year. He was not too. He didn't play the Euros, but it makes him still like a good player.
Mike Magnan wasn't the goalkeeper of
Doesn't even
France.
play for France at that time.
Stone had the stats to back up that he should have been there. Theo also had the stats to back
Yeah.
up
No,
that
but
he
I'm
should have
telling
been
you,
there.
he's gonna
And
become the next
Salamakers-
winger
Salamakers
for.
does not have the stats.
Salamakers
to back up that he should be
finished
there.
second in the Serie A as a 21-year-old, my
He can
friend.
develop, Nathan. He can still develop a lot.
As a starter, as a team starter, Salamakers
Wow.
finished
You
second.
guys,
Finished second last year as a team starter.
When we get an actual winger, you guys will understand the difference.
No,
I'm not,
You understand.
Nathan, I'm
You
not
guys
saying
are-
we should not get another winger.
I want to bet that Pioli will keep
you
on
guys have gone
using
so
his high
long
press.
without actual players that you are accepting garbage
No.
when it comes to the team.
No, because Nathan thinks that football is all attack. But football is press. You got to
All you think
win the ball
football
back.
is high press.
You got to win the ball back.
Roy, Roy.
I want to let me say one last thing. The way Nathan wanted the team to play, Pioli did that. Every time Pioli did that, we scored in the last minute of the game. As soon as Pioli pulled back Salamakers, we started winning 3-0, 2-0, and we started scoring much earlier.
Salamakers wasn't part of any of the goals.
Nathan.
That doesn't
okay.
matter. This is what you don't get. That does not matter. Oh my
Guys,
god.
we're never gonna agree on this.
Oh.
Sorry, Roy, we're never gonna agree on this. But it's so unfair. It's so unfair that Nathan is telling us.
Hey, you know what we can agree on?
Yeah, it doesn't let me talk.
You know what we can agree on? You know what we can agree
What?
on?
What?
The chat agrees that he should be in
Okay, we're gonna put him.
A lot of the guys in the chat have terrible takes. A lot of them. Sorry for the chat, but a lot of these guys don't see what Salamakers is supposed to be doing. Like if you talk to Pioli, he would tell all of you guys to go and
He
f
will
off.
laugh at you.
He
guys.
will laugh at you guys. He will be
say,
laughing
"You
at
guys
you.
are fun." Roy, I want to just add one thing. It's unfair that Nathan says you guys gonna see when we're gonna get a right wing about Telemakers, but it's unfair that you, Nathan, are not giving any credit to Telemakers that just won the title. He just won the title, man. He's a player that won the title, and you're saying he's shit. You're
No, but
basically telling me.
We
You're
shouldn't put
basically
anyone in
telling me.
championship. Then
No,
we,
but
should,
Nathan-
then we shouldn't put anyone in championship.
Sorry, Nathan. No, Nathan.
put
You
anyone
were
in
telling.
championship.
No. I was explaining because I'm gonna explain. I knew you were gonna go there. I'm
You
explaining
can't,
you.
Nathan,
You
you can't
basically are
compare
telling me-
Balotore and Bakayoko's
Exactly, you're
contribution
telling
to
me
Salome. That's
If
impossible.
we play Castillejo, the amount of time we played Telemakers, we still win the title. That's what you're telling me.
Yes, 100%.
No, you
No.
know nothing about football, Nathan. You know zero about football. Now I get it. You know zero about football.
That's fine.
No,
You
I
can
think
say
I
that.
think
That's
the
okay.
reason why we won
That's
is
okay.
also because Castillejo is not playing.
Guys.
and Pioli made the right choice.
That's it.
We
I have my
give
opinion
credit
now.
to people when it's due. man.
Heavy disagreements on this one. Heavy disagreements on this one. But
You guys just don't want to listen to the majority.
no, the majority are not. You know what? Who I listen to? I listen to Maldini and Pioli. You can go and fucking listen to Twitter all you want, but I'll listen to Pioli Maldini. Thank you. And Pioli Maldini agree with me,
Maldini
not
also-
with you.
Maldini also thought Balotore was good, and yet you're disagreeing with him now.
No.
That
Maldini,
was-
no. Maldini had to choose a player that was going to accept the fact that he was going to be on the bench 90% of the season. So Balotore was a good option, maybe, if you can say that. Anyway, let's move on.
You might as well just move on. Because, let's go. Let's move.
All right, let's move on. Okay, Tomori, guys. Obviously, we're all going to agree on this one. Tomori, absolute legend.
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 Franco Baresi, the new Franco Baresi, I would say.
Thiago Silva, maybe. For me, he looks like a mix between Thiago Silva. Like, I can see all those
Honestly,
fast defenders in him.
as
Yeah.
far as impact on the game, Baresi was much more technical, yeah? Baresi was a much more technical
Physical,
player.
I would say, no?
physically similar, maybe more, but impact defensively.
The the approach of the
Tomori's
game was similar. Baresi liked to he was pressing high. I mean, Saki was
yeah,
pressing high, and
yeah,
the
But
defense
for
was
me,
high.
both of them were both physical when they get the ball off. Like
yeah. Physical. The one thing that Baresi had more was that Baresi would score more goals, and he would
he was
score
shorter
goals.
though, Baresi.
He was shorter. What?
Yeah,
He was
I
shorter.
think.
What do you mean? Oh, height. But
Yeah, yeah.
Baresi had the tendency to score goals almost like a striker. He put the goal in the corners and that kind of shit. But impact defensively, man, Tomori is up there, guys. For me, he's up there. He's up there with the greats.
Yeah,
Legend for me.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Next,
legend for me as well,
yeah. Imagine.
Same.
and and legend for me because he decided to come join Milan in a moment that no one wanted to join us.
True.
Because I repeat, the struggle we have is not having money. A lot of players don't want to come and play for us.
Don't believe in the project.
They don't believe in the project. They think, oh no, that's Italy, shit league, Milan. No, I'm leaving or not. I'm not signing. I'm signing for another team. And Tomori believed in the project and he trusts us, so he's a legend.
yeah. Anybody else want to add? Nathan?
Nah, I mean, I agree with all the points that were said.
Did you get the
Not much
call up,
that.
guys? I saw some news about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did.
did. He did.
You get what?
He should start, man.
Oh,
National team
team
call.
call-up. Yeah.
He
Safe
should
legend,
start.
yeah.
Yeah, absolute legend. Still baffled how
100%.
Chelsea let him go, but I'm not complaining.
Right. Hans,
Absolute legend.
absolute legend. Okay, so now we can all agree, guys, and we can all be friends again. Okay, let's keep on going. Tonali, for me, also
Legend. Let me go
legend.
first. Let
Legend.
me
This
go
is
first.
go
Let
go
me
ahead,
go
Nathan.
first on Tonali.
Go ahead.
Because beginning of the year, I said Tonali was going to take the spot of somebody. I said Benacer. And this guy fucking proved me right all season. Absolute fucking
Yeah,
legend.
you did say that. That is true. Legend, yeah. Uh,
I remember everyone was laughing at me when I said that. Oh, you
Nah,
don't know
laughing,
football.
No,
no.
You're
no, no, no.
crazy. Yes,
No,
yes.
Nathan, we
You
didn't
don't
say
know
that, man.
football.
Laughing,
no,
no.
I
no.
promise you.
Nathan,
Yes,
No,
we need
me
to
and
go back.
Lair, we
We
had a
need to go back
discussion
to
off
the video.
stream. Remember,
No,
Lair, we had the whole discussion.
we need to go back to the video. When I said that, people were laughing.
most
No,
people. I was half and half. I was 50-50 on that.
no, I remember me and Lair, we
Nathan, it was
sat
a
down
good
for
call, but no one was laughing, man. Come on, don't exaggerate now.
We got to go back and see it.
VAR.
Let's do
Um,
the
uh,
VAR.
um, uh, but I do want to ask Lart because Lart, you were very critical of him, and also Anwar in the beginning of the season. And where do you rate him now that the season is over, and how do you see his progress?
He improved in everything I was asking from him, and actually he scored goals thanks to going more forward. Because if you remember, especially with the Nice game, the friendly, I was complaining about the fact that he was not going forward, and there was that conversation, Pioli asking him to stay and not going forward. And actually, in the interview, Pioli says that in the beginning I was asking Tonali to stay back, but Tonali asked me I want to go more forward. So everything went well at the end. So Tonali showed up more playing forward. So
How do you rate him for this season?
a legend, no? He
Legend.
scored important goals and he loves the club. He's gonna be a legend if he stays in, for a long time, you know.
Bandiera. He's going to be a
Yeah.
Bandiera. Anwar, what about you?
Bro, I remember always defending Tonali. I said he's 80. I remember not saying
But
80,
you were
but
critical. You weren't
no,
saying
no,
he
no,
was
no.
shit. You're criticizing him.
I remember saying no. I said to people that we should wait. This is what I really said. I said we should wait. This is his first season in Serie A. This is his first year in Milan. It's gonna be hard for him to adapt. So it's gonna take him at least half a season or a season to really get things going. And by the time he's there, he just lacks the confidence to push it. I was just critical of the confidence. That's where I was more really highlighting what's missing for Tonali, but never on
He
the qualities he can bring. And I remember later we sit down here for like for 3 hours
Yeah,
watching Tonali on YouTube and speaking only about this, the confidence issue, like the mental issue.
yeah. Actually, yeah, it's true. We watched like Tonali's highlights, at
And
Brescia,
Breccia and yeah,
and on the highlights you actually see that the guy likes to go forward and to
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
to
And
score
we
goals
said
to
that
show
as
up.
well. We said you
And with
should go
Milan,
more
he was
forward
not
on the
doing
midfield.
that. It was a bit like not a concern, but I was waiting for this moment for him to become the player he is now because that makes a difference for to win the title and
For
helps a
me,
lot the right wing as well.
absolute legend already. Like second season, already a legend of the club, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I just
Uh,
wish him the best with Milan, bro.
okay, so far 4 legends. Obviously, we know
And
where this is going.
on
Yeah, go ahead.
one thing I want to add up, I think with Romagnoli leaving, probably Ibra is not going to be there. So we will have only Calabria as the first captain. Kessie is leaving as well. So he's going to be
Ooh,
up first for grabs for the captains. I think Theo is going to be second. And if I'm going to give a third captain, probably Tonali.
Interesting.
Already, man.
Okay. What about you, Saif? What do you think?
Absolutely wonderful footballer. Shaky first season, but it's normal. Being super young this season, he has exploded. I think he has been our probably tied second best player of the season, along with Manya, I think. Or you can flip Manyan and Leao, however someone would see it. Um, I think he deserves a starting spot for Italy moving forward. I think Juve fans always like to speak their shit and talk about Locatelli. I think he's 10 times the player Locatelli is
Well, they should
already.
upload them first in the national team in the training. I think that's the normally the the habit. Like if you win the Scudetto, people would applaud you.
Yeah, I think he's amazing. I think he's one of those players who was really in touch with the team, with the fans as well. Like fans just whenever he speaks, you feel a special type of way because you know it's really coming from the heart. Unlike no offense, someone like Kessie, he can speak a lot of stuff, but in the end, it's never true. Not calling a person who was a liar in general, but in this situation he was. Uh, when Tonali speaks about Milan, it's like a little kid speaking about Milan, it's genuine. So I love him. I hope he retires with us. And yeah, amazing. Legend.
So, legend. And Hans, final take. Hans, go ahead.
yeah, of course, legend. I remember he was going to sign with Inter. You guys remember that,
Yeah.
and that was about to happen. I was
Yeah, yeah.
so angry that summer, and
Me too.
it's seriously a miracle happened. I don't know
Because
how
Barella
we
Tonali,
jumped it back into that race, but we got him, and he's going to be ours for as long as we want.
That miracle
Absolute
was
legend.
Maldini. It's called
And
Maldini.
his improvement, I think, mainly was, I mean, obviously the confidence, but I think his athleticism. He took that to a whole new level. Like I
yeah,
remember him being late to like everything. Like
yeah.
that first season, he was just stretching for everything. Like he was just like a half a second too slow always. Now he's like as fast as Teo. It's like incredible. I
Uh,
can't believe it.
um, yeah, we all agree on this one. Absolute legend. And Milanista. He said in his recent interview that he wants to end his career with Milan. He wants to win. He wants to become a bandiera. In Italian, that means a player that always stays with the same club till the end
Oh, not to
of his
mention the
career.
pay cut that he took.
And he took a pay cut.
He made the deal happen.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. But I think now his agent is saying that he should be considered as amongst the best in the world, so he should be looked at that. So
Honestly, I never saw that. Like in like the kids right now, like his age or younger, or just a year older, 2 years older. He'd never do that. Like take a pay cut,
yeah,
stay in the same club,
I haven't
prove
seen that.
yourself as a starter, and win his fucking Scudetto.
When have you ever seen that? By the way,
Never, bro.
yeah, never.
Pay cut is really rare, but that type of love for the club, I've seen it with the youth players of Barcelona, for example. They really
Like
love Barcelona.
not first year. Like they win.
No,
Barely
the
that.
love for the club.
Yeah.
Pedri, for example. Pedri
No, the love of the
Man,
club. I agree with you. Like Madrid, they
man,
have some things like
man, look
that.
at
renew.
Bubakar. Look at Boubacar Kamara from West Chile. Came from the academy, son of the club, ran down his contract, and now he's leaving for the Premier League money. You know,
Well, look at
it's
Donnarumma. Look at Donnarumma.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
we
go
can
far.
confidently say
Look
that
at
Tonali
Cassiano.
is not.
Kamara is going for Aston Villa as well, so not a team that's challenging as well. He's
So,
going for Aston Villa just because they're giving him money.
Nathan, you were saying Tonali is not what?
I'm saying that Tonali is probably the only current player that is actually about the club. Well, Tonali and Calabria as well, that are truly a club and not about money.
Yeah, I've never seen a player do that with his salary, and these kind of players are becoming a rarity more and more as time goes forward. So we're very lucky to have this guy. Okay, guys, we finally made it. We're
We didn't get Lazic there and
he was
Mirante.
they weren't
They weren't
even in
part of the
the
first team.
they weren't even in the thing, but we can spend some words on them. Go ahead, Edward. Go ahead.
Below champion, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't even put them. Yeah,
Even below Bakayoko.
yeah, absolutely.
They never started, though.
Yeah.
Lazic did start, actually, no? Like 5 minutes or something?
Say what?
No.
Didn't he play like 5 minutes or 3 minutes?
Lazic, I think he played in Coppa Italia a few
Yeah,
minutes,
I
right?
think he played like 5 minutes. And he didn't even touch the ball, I remember.
Yeah, I've
What do you
guy,
think about him, bro? Like, what do you think they should do with
no,
him?
I guys, look, I don't look. I've
No, I'm not gonna shit on him. I'm really
when,
asking, what should we do about Lazic?
when
Guys, what
put
about
loan,
Mirante?
loan,
Come on.
loan.
Come on, Mirante.
What about him?
I'm
That was a
joking.
safe
I'm joking.
investment.
What?
But that was the safe investment for Maldini. I think that's the freest deal you can do to secure a third keeper if Lautaro Sano is not there.
Yeah,
Mirante
because
can show up somehow. He's still a fair good player.
we got Mirante when Magnan got injured.
Well, he
As far
got Scudetto with us. That's the only title he got ever.
yeah, as far as Lazic, I mean, when 18-year-old, I did not expect anything from him
Is he
when he
18?
came. And now he's 19, I think. But when he came, he was 18. Yeah.
He's still
So
18 or no?
He's still
so we
18. He
keep
just
him.
Oh,
turned
he's still.
18 in January.
Oh, there you go.
So
I
nice.
did not.
So he should stay
I-
still, like with the first
It's
squad.
still
playing with
expected
them.
more from him.
I did not expect. I expected. I didn't even expect him to play. To be
No,
honest.
I expected honestly to see a few minutes
Train with the
from
first
him.
team. He didn't even train with the first team. As an 18-year-old, physicality is the last reason why you can't train with the first team.
Well, when he came to Milan, they realized that he didn't have the fitness, the intensity. He was still far away from that. I mean, Serie A is very intense. Like it's very intense. You have to meet
Yeah,
that.
but
You have to
but
match that. You have
practice though.
Yeah, and they got him. They trained him to get the intensity, and once he got to that level, they put him in the squad. But of course, like guys, 18-year-old, like unless you're Messi and Mbappe, like which 18-year-old is going to play as in Italy? Almost nobody.
No,
Anyway, guys,
to be
They don't
honest,
get the
even
chance.
Kalulu took 2 years to show up.
Pato was the guy. Pato was the guy.
Pato at 17. Pato at
Seven.
17. Yeah. And
17 was training.
and I remember Ancelotti said that as soon as Pato came first training right away, he said this guy is a beast. He's a monster. With Lazic first training, they realized this guy doesn't have the fitness. Okay, guys, let's finish it. Padre Pioli is on fire.
The real MVP.
The
Legend,
real MVP.
The real legend.
legend, bro. For his achievement with this team, the fucking legend. No one did it like him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's following the same path of Klopp.
No, but no one did it with his budget, man. No one.
Or with half the team.
Or with the injuries, the referees, the fucking whole shit. Like,
Yeah, about the budget. I agree in an absolute numbers, of course. But if you think the way Klopp built the team, Klopp bought a defender, Van Dijk. We bought Tomori. Klopp
not
got
for
a
80, you know? That's the thing. Like, that's why I said
Yeah, they
budget.
spent 80 million on Van Dijk.
yeah, but because that was the market at that time was
Yeah, that's
super
also Premier
inflated,
League players.
and then
But,
they have the
that
money
means they
in
have the
Premier
money
League.
to do it.
The
But
Premier
it
League
doesn't.
Yeah, we
inflation.
don't have the money.
Yeah, but 30 million is a lot of money for a defender, Nathan.
30 million, 30 million. 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 30 million.
It still is
Oh
a
no, I
decent
agree with you.
budget.
It's a decent price for a defender. It's not a
So it's
lot.
a decent budget. What I'm saying, the path was similar. They bought Alisson, we bought Magnan. They got Salah, we got Leao in house. So we need to add the same pieces that Liverpool was adding during their trajectory to become one of the most dominant teams in Europe. And Pioli is following that path and that strategy. And I think
Man,
Maldini as well.
and I feel happy for Piotr. Like on a manager level, he has been through a lot. He led Lazio to a third place finish. He got sacked the season after. Had a great start with Inter, but then the players let him down. He got sacked as well. I'm just happy he found. He's literally the right person at the right time
Well, they
for the
call
right
him the
club at Milan.
normalizer. He got Milan back to where it should be.
He's the perfect coach for us. He may not be Guardiola, but the players love him and they're prepared to die for him, and that's the most important
I
thing
think he
for a
can be
coach.
better than Guardiola because
Yeah, I
No,
agree
the
with
way he
Anwar.
approaches
I
football.
agree with Anwar. He can be better than Guardiola. He can be more pragmatic than Guardiola.
Yeah, because it's like Ancelotti's approach to football.
Hold
It's
on,
not
hold
like
on, hold on,
Guardiola's approach
hold
to
on,
football.
hold on, guys, chill out. Guardiola in the last 14
exactly.
Guardiola in the last 14 seasons has won 11 championship,
No,
11
I'm not saying he
Scudettis.
is better, Roy. I'm
Yeah,
saying he
but
can be better.
Roy,
Like if they face
what?
Guardiola in a final, he can better him.
Oh, maybe, yeah,
Wait,
okay,
but
sure, I agree with that. Yeah,
No,
if
Roy,
Pioli
sorry,
can
but
get
what is the
and be
teams
less
Guardiola has
rigid, he'll be
managed
good.
to
Exactly,
win those
and the
titles?
budget he has, bro. Like he's spending like an airplane every weekend.
Liar. I love Pioli, but please, this is no debate. Come on,
No, no,
guys,
no.
let's be
Say if
serious
you
now.
don't, we're not saying Pioli is better than
I
Guardiola.
agree that
I
what
know, I
Pioli
know.
has done is more impressive than Guardiola because
Of course,
Guardiola starts.
we're not gonna say Pioli is better than Ancelotti. But if Pioli plays against Ancelotti, I think he can better him with his approach in football because he plays real modern football.
He can better him. Okay, I misunderstood. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
I think Pioli can be better than Guardiola from now
Bro,
on.
against
I'm not
Klopp, he
saying Pioli
lost
from
3-2
now
in
on. Pioli
Liverpool.
can be better than Guardiola.
Yeah, but Pioli needs to work on being less. He needs to be a little bit more flexible.
But don't you see he's been doing that,
He Nathan
Nathan,
is more
over 2 years
flexible
in a
than
row?
Guardiola. He is more flexible than
Do
Guardiola.
you think Guardiola would win it with this team from 2 years ago, being 11th in the Scudetto
No, no
era?
way, no way.
So that's it. That's what I'm saying, man. Like imagine doing it with this team, bro. Like it's the achievement. It's crazy.
Mm.
Don't forget, Nathan. Don't forget that the options we have off the bench don't give him the freedom to do whatever he wants. That's also
Yeah,
another
but
thing you have to keep in
Think
mind.
about it this way: this
I
is the
understand
youngest
that, but
team to win a top five league. That's it.
Yeah,
I
There's no
understand what you guys.
comparison.
I understand what you guys are saying, but Pioli could still be a little less rigid.
I think he's doing that,
We
Nathan.
still don't have a plan B when things are not going right.
I think it's not about Plan B, but we are learning to readapt during the moments in the game. Like the team is growing now to a point when they know they're gonna have low moments, they're gonna have high moments in 90 minutes, so they know when to pick them. And I think like you can see that in the team right now. Imagine a year ago, every time they score against us first, we lose the game. Every time we score first, we win. This year, how many times did you see Pioli turn around the game? How many times
Dude,
we saw Milan losing or almost drawing, and we end up winning or whatever. We turn around the whole game, and that I think that's the achievement of the coach world. That's the architect behind what's happening in the field, bro. I think that's an amazing achievement for Pioli. Like I don't
And you
think
know what?
I ever seen a coach with this budget achieve a title. I never seen
And
that.
I know what. I'm not taking anything, of course, from Klopp and Guardiola, but Klopp, when he has bad moments, he can turn around to the bench. He has Diogo Jota, he has Firmino, he has Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Exactly.
Pioli goes to the bench, no offense, but finds Krunic, a 40-year-old Ibra, Rebic who forgot how to play football. These are guys that doesn't give you that much flexibility to change the game at this stage. So kudos to him. He came in, gave us Europa League, then second place, then won the league. You can't do better than that.
Okay. I'm gonna turn the camera and gonna say this. If we get Pioli, a striker, a right winger, I think we can go next year for Champions League. Okay? Did I
I
say
agree.
out loud?
I agree.
yeah,
Yeah, we
I
heard
agree.
you.
I
I
agree.
think I think it doesn't matter next or after 2 years. If you give Pioli a decent budget, 70, 80 million every summer, he's gonna achieve amazing results. He's gonna
Yeah,
win what Guardiola has won.
I think he's gonna dominate Italy for sure. That's one thing. I think I'm 100% sure about.
He has a
If it,
lower budget than Inter and Juventus, and he's playing better than Inter and Juventus.
Yeah,
let's not underestimate Juventus and Inter, though.
I'm
Let's
not,
not
No.
but I
underestimate.
think our project is better. I think our football
Yeah,
project is,
I
Guys,
is
think.
better.
I gotta go, guys.
All right, Nathan. Thank
Boys
you
are
very much
on.
for your. Thank you
See
very
you
much,
around,
bro.
Nathan.
Have a good one, my man.
See you,
Forza Milan.
Nathan. No, but again, we need to see how Pioli works with the good players, with talented players, or with the big names.
Yeah, and also Nathan earlier was saying about Plan B. I did read that next year the team is going to be bigger. It's going to be 29 to 30 players.
No.
I no.
No, I think so. I think they're gonna increase the number of players in the team.
Yeah,
We're gonna be playing on all fronts.
that's what I read somewhere. I don't remember where.
So the champions are staying.
Yeah.
The champions are staying, and we're going to add more. Yeah.
Not these champions there. I'm talking
No, no,
about
no.
the last.
I think
Oh,
the
the
champions
champions.
probably only
Those guys are
Gabbia.
staying.
I think only Gabbia and Maldini might stay, and even
Yeah.
Maldini might be loaned,
Yeah.
and even Gabbia is not certain. But the
If
other
Mo-
three are leaving.
I wonder if Monza joins goes to Serie A. Monza, by the way, today won, so they have one more game of return, and if they win there, they're into Serie A. I wonder if there's going to be any business between Monza and Milan. Maybe
Well,
Maldini.
Brescianini is already there,
Maldini could be a good deal for Monza, though.
Yeah, like a
Good
loan.
season for him. Yeah,
but
yeah,
he hasn't been
want-
playing though. Brescianini.
He's not
No, he used to be, I think, the captain for 2 seasons
for
at
which team?
no, for our youth team,
Ah, okay, okay.
but he hasn't been playing at Monza.
Yeah, and also we have Ali coming in. We have Origi coming in. We have Sanchez coming in, most likely. Botman.
I heard some
Wow.
rumors saying today that Allegri wants Giroud.
Nah, this is bullshit. This is-
What?
how the fuck they write things like this?
I don't know.
The fantasy, the creativity you need to wake up in the morning and think of something like that and write it down. It's just
After winning the Scudetto, he's gonna go to you
Is-
with
is
Vlahovic and
Roy-
Morata.
we lost Roy or just got freezing. I thought Roy
No.
died.
No,
After that news.
I'm reading Gazzetta dello Sport. Maldini said that Leao is not going anywhere. He's saying
Yeah.
he's
Untouchable.
Fabrizio
so,
Romano said it as well.
yeah.
Like whatever.
Wait,
Wait, guys,
needs to be
guys,
done
That
is
makes
gonna be
me
done.
really happy.
Guys, I'm gonna have to go. It was nice talking to you all.
Thank you, Safe.
See you around,
Safe
Franklin.
wanted to hear that, and Maldini said Leao is not leaving.
We should also
Now he
include
can
Paolo
leave.
Maldini in this ranking. Absolute legend.
Man, I think
He is a
man,
legend already.
He
Even
is
if you
the,
lose
guys-
like the
title.
pioneer of everything
man.
happening right now, bro.
Forza Milan and fuck Salamakers.
Forza
Bye
Milan.
bye.
Ah. You know what, Roy? More they do that, and more these players perform and do well.
yeah, it's anti-karma, so it works. It works out.
anti-karma.
Probably they watch this shit, man.
Man,
I hope they don't. I really hope they
I
don't.
hope they don't, man.
I mean, to be fair, I defend them. I defend them a lot.
I try to be nice sometimes, though.
I defend them a
try to
lot.
understand the whole situation and everything.
Anyway, guys, so everybody happy with these with this tier? You think it was fair?
Bro, we can move
Yeah.
Telemakers on the Epic now that they're not
yeah.
here.
No, don't do that. I'm sitting here.
I
Um,
wanna, before we close the live, Kangu
Yeah.
is here, man. Kangu, come join the live for 5 minutes now and tell us your opinion about Rafael Leao. I want to hear Premier League supporters the opinion about Rafael Leao.
We dream about
Is it-
Leao in United, man.
I want to hear, is it valuable? Like, would you spend 150 million for Rafael Leao?
No, for
Or
Man United,
120
it's 200. It's 200 for that. And probably Rashford with him.
No, no, in general, I know United is not gonna go for Leao, but in general, if you as a Premier League supporter, would you spend 120 million for Leao? Is a great deal? Is a bad deal? Is a okay deal? You will wait another season? I can come.
Man, these guys, Manchester United, spend so much money for how much Maguire. I was thinking, Manchester United with Maguire and Sancho, they spent 200 million.
Dude, they spent 40 million for one Bizaka.
I don't
And
know
Van
about
de
this.
Beek, who never starts.
I don't know
80
who
million.
Wan-Bissaka is.
I don't want Bizaka is like I'll explain you a Serie A player that is similar to Aaron Wan Bissaka. Lazzari Lazio. No, Lazzari Lazio is a good player. He has good tactical. It's like Danilo for Juventus. Oh no, no. Let me think.
No, not even.
Not even. It's not.
He has
It's
like
like
one good game in 10 games.
it's a bit better than Balotelli. It's a bit better than Balotelli, in my opinion. Younger than Balotelli and a bit better than
Oh,
Balotelli.
really? Damn. And
Yeah.
40 million?
40
Yeah.
million, man.
Bro,
But
they
gu-
bought Van de Beek for 80 million to sit on the bench.
but guys, I mean, isn't this like look at like I mean, and again, I don't want to sound arrogant or whatever, but Milan, Kalulu and Leao. Kalulu 500k, Leao 28.5. That's 29 million. They spent 29 million for two players that won the league and going to play Champions League next year. While Manchester United for a defender and a right wing or left wing or whatever, right wing or left winger spent almost 200 million and they're going to play Europa League.
But this is the problem, bro. It's not about how much you spend. It's where you like I
No,
can give you
it's the catalyst. The catalyst. Pioli, Maldini, they are the catalyst that make
exactly
these
like
players
if you
perform.
give Maldini 500 million, he would spend it well.
Or
But if you still give
if you
500 million to United, it still be the same
Roy,
big
if you
mistakes.
give Aaron Wan-Bissaka to Pioli, he's gonna look a different player.
Yeah, he will. Maldini will tell you 40 for this guy. No, never. Like
Never. I'll give you 20, and Maldini gets
maybe
him
even
at
not
Milan,
then. He will not even consider him as a Milan player.
and he performs because Pioli is the manager, the stuff around Pioli, and everything around the player makes him perform. If Kalulu goes to United in 1 year ago, 2 years ago, he doesn't perform because United is not a good place for a youngster to go and perform. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of things. But yeah, they waste money. A lot of time they waste money.
It's like Madrid. Madrid they spend around even more than United, but they do it right. You know,
Hmm. Yeah.
they would spend 40 over Vinicius Junior at 16 when he's still in Brazil. Amazing deal, bro.
Yeah.
They bought Camavinga for 80 million. Amazing deal.
Wow.
Valverde,
That's a
amazing deal.
lot. 80 million for Camavinga? You think that's a
Yeah,
good deal?
amazing
No,
deal.
30 million they bought
No,
Camavinga.
80 total, man. I think.
80? That's a lot to me. That
No,
sounds like a lot.
Camavinga was on a 1 year contract, man. They
Are
bought
you
him for
sure?
30 million. Yeah, Camavinga was bought for 30 million.
Let me check transfer markets.
Forget about
They
the
bought him
value.
for 55, and the whole move was 55, but the fee was 31. Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Transfer fee was 19 years old, 27.9 million pound. The same price we bought Tomori.
Hmm. Okay, guys, listen, anything else you guys want to add? Because I think we had a really good live tier. It was really good. It was a really good one. Of course, it can't be RossonARI TV unless we have a big fight in the middle for salad makers. But I think we're good to go. Anything else you guys want to add?
No, man, Forza Milan, and that's it.
Forza Milan. Anwar, any last words?
Sorry guys. Last words. Amazing season, guys. It's been fun actually. Like tuning in here every week, every 2 nights, every 3 nights, and watching love the whole season. A lot of lows, a lot of highs,
Yeah.
and we went through it. I love the fact that we've been growing this channel as well,
Yeah.
as long as this Scudetto happening. People calling shit on us, joking on us for actually believing in the dream,
Yeah.
and we made it. It's real, man. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Us living in
Campione
Narnia, man.
d'Italia, bro, man.
Campione d'Italia, yes. This summer is going to be crazy. The mercato is going to be insane.
I
We're
think
gonna.
we have the right amount of base right now to build something amazing for the next five,
Yeah.
7, 8
Yeah.
years.
And also, just I was thinking, like we talk about all these players. If we want to buy this player, we have to pay all this money, blah blah blah. But today, if you want to buy Magnan, you have to spend 50 million. If you want to buy Theo Hernandez, you have to pay 70. Leao 120.
Well, we
Tonali
made them
60.
champions. They
Yeah.
became champions with Milan. They
Right.
made us champions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Different evaluation. That's insane, man.
Yeah.
You know what?
Even
You know what I will do to renew Leao? I will fucking give Leao 20 million cash and a 6 million a year, so he can shut up.
I
Yeah.
think that's what they're gonna do, bro. Like around something like that.
So
Oh.
I will pay him with the signing fee and not with the salary, because the signing fee has less taxes than the
Then
salary.
even like if we win the title, if you score this many goals, you can do some stuff like that
Yeah.
Because
to push him more.
taxes in Italy for that salary is like 50%. If you pay him, if you do a transfer money in any random bank account he has, you pay zero taxes. You pay less taxes.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
incentive. Incentive.
I was watching Pellegatti the other day. I don't know anything about this case, okay? So I'm no expert in any of this shit. But he was saying that this lawsuit, half of it Leo has to pay. 10 million he has to pay, and Lille has to pay the other half. So
Yeah.
not Leo doesn't have to pay the whole thing. It's half and 50-50. I don't know if it's true or not. That's just the last thing I heard.
Roy, we are paying all of that. 10 million to Lille for Renato Sanchez.
Yeah.
So they pay the,
Bro,
and we pay the
imagine if
10
you,
million for Leao, so he renews for us. At the
imagine
end,
if you
we're paying
pay
all
10
of this.
million now only for Leao to stay. It's like you signed Leao again for 10 million,
Yeah.
which is amazing,
I
bro.
will give
I
Leao
would pay the 10 million for him,
the
like if I
way
was in
he
the management.
improved. The way he improved, I will give him a bonus to sign around
So that he
20,
can
30
pay,
million.
yeah,
I
and
don't
he can
mind.
pay whatever fee he has to pay.
Hey, it's worth
I,
it. It's worth
Yeah,
it
it's
for
worth
sure.
it. You're buying a
very
world
worth it.
class for 30 million. But I want from him a 5-year contract at least, not a 4-1. I
Yeah,
I
want a
think
5-year
what's the
contract.
maximum in Serie A? Is it 5 or 6?
5
5.
is the maximum.
It's 5. Yeah. All right, guys. Let's close here. Thank you everybody for joining us. Like the stream, do all that good stuff. We are going to be live again soon, and thank you everybody for joining. Layat, Anwar, thank you, my guys.
Forza Milan.
Forza
Forza
Milan.
Milan. Till the next one. Till the next one. All right. Peace out.
Peace out.
Chat. Ciao.